Test, test, test. Trump, 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 Donald Trump. Voting debates. Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom, spandex. Voting debates, friendly debates, friendship, democracy, love, holding hands, being nice to each other, friendship, friendship activities. Fun dances, fun dancing all the time. We love fun dancing. We're fun dancers. What's up, Marika? Hello, Debbie, Kenneth, Lori, Renee. Hello, what's up, Mac? Jason? We're up, baby. We're here. Hello, Candy. Guys, what it do, y'all? Tap the screen. Let's get this party started. Have any people yet? All right. We're just starting. Welcome, everybody. We're just cracked a brand new Celsius. The stream is brought to you by diabetes. Oh, what's up, Miss Chinandler? What's up, Marika Fraser? I'm doing good. Hold on. Let me do something for you, Sarah. There we go. Yellow.
Yo, yo. Andrew versus Toby. Who wins?
Is this a Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Andrew.
You know what? I said that too, and I got a lot of flack for it. Everybody's like, Toby's the GOAT. And I'm like, yeah, but Toby's like 5'2". Like,
he doesn't
he's
look
gonna
like
get clapped.
Yeah.
Like
and
if you
his
look at the actual actors side by side, Andrew would clap Toby.
Andrew's got built-in webbing.
No. It's Toby that's got the built-in webbing.
Fuck.
Andrew's got the web shooter. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, oh, you gonna change your vote now?
No.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we can agree that what's his name, the new kid, he beats all of them because he's got that Iron
Tom
Man,
Holland?
Spider-Man suit.
Yeah,
Tom Holland. He whoops all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got the baller suit. How you doing, Pickles?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah. You debating some lowest common denominators on here today?
We're gonna try.
All right, man. Keep up the good work, I guess.
All right, Bubbins. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for getting the juices flowing.
Oh, dude, I'm always keeping that juice flowing.
Ooh, all right. We like that. We like that, guys. Toby only. Is Toby more attractive than Andrew, though? I feel like Toby's like a weird looking dude. Not that I'm like a 10, but we're talking about superheroes. And that's an ad hom, right? Toby looks weird, therefore he's not as good as Andrew. Therefore he loses. Toby's cute? Neither? Wow. Y'all, let's hit 10K real quick. Let's hit 10K. I think Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland as a person. He's cool. Favorite superhero is Iron Man. Eddie Brock? In person, not as nice as Andrew. Yeah. Venom wins. Venom wins always. Venom looks cool. I don't like his personality. I don't like it in the movies. OG Venom. Comic book Venom is sick looking. He's sick looking. Tom Hardy's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. How have debates been today, y'all? Bad? Like, empty? Brutal? Whiny? Let me see. You think they're gone from the six stop TikTok streets? Wow. Supreme Court revives Trump's passport policy targeting transgender, non-binary people. The justices paused the lower court's ruling blocking Trump's passport policy. Judge blocks Trump's passport policy targeting trans people. A target has blocked Trump's administration from enforcing blah, 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 blah. All right. We got some guests. Yellow.
Ah,
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
nigger.
So yes.
No.
Yellow.
Yeah,
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not, but I do have a question. I'm not a Democrat.
Okay.
I'm staunchly anti-Democrat, actually. I did have a question for you, though.
Okay.
Who is better, though? Like, honestly, who is better for president?
Who is better than Trump?
No, I mean in general, like when it comes to Democrat, Republican.
Oh, Democrat every time.
Okay, sure. Now, which one's not bought out by Israel?
I don't know. This is the big thing on the right that I love. See, you guys are seeing
right.
the implosion of noticing how Trump is cozying up to Israel.
I've never
Kamala,
liked Trump.
Kamala notably was absent during Netanyahu's last visit to Congress, right?
Who was?
Kamala.
Okay. And J.D. Vance stubbed him when he went to Israel, but J.D. Vance is still a Israeli supporter.
Yeah.
But they're both
Kamala
bought out by
doesn't seem
Israel.
like one.
Both parties of Congress receive APAC money.
Mm-hmm.
Both members of Congress vote towards Israel.
Uh-huh. And which side like tried to hold them accountable and stopped selling them weapons and said, "Hey, what's your plan here? What are you doing with all these bombs? And what's the
Well, you
other
have both
side
sides.
doing?"
You have certain people on both sides doing that, but the bulk majority has to do with they both shield for
Who's
Israel.
doing that on your side?
Thomas Massey. I mean, he would be considered conservative.
Thomas Massey?
But once again, I'm not a Republican, so I wouldn't call it my side.
What kind of say-so does he have?
You asked who would be on my side who is saying these things. Thomas Massey is a perfect example.
No, I'm asking, like, what have they done collectively? Because our side has done
Thomas
something
Massey
collectively.
himself. Well, no, because your side has like failed to even stop sending money to Israel. So your side is not doing anything.
You guys
collectively,
supercharged it.
What do you mean, you guys? I just said I'm not a
The
Republican.
right.
Like 80
You can't
million
duck all the
times.
heat. You criticize one side, and I'm like, oh, well, the other side's even worse.
Because
That's weird.
349 members of Congress have APAC advisors. Are all
Okay,
349
I don't
Republicans?
care. Sometimes it's like 20 grand. Who cares?
Because they're getting campaign donations based on how they vote. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, if you want money out of politics, you wouldn't be voting for Republicans.
So they're always going to vote for Israel. Both Democrats
It's
and
not the
Republicans.
only thing happening in the United States. Okay?
129 Democrats got elected in the past year based on the fact they're funded by
With
APAC.
the moon landing.
Mr. Super, who is this?
I want to know what's going on with the moon landing. How come we can't go back to the moon?
Okay. Yeah, again, this is not the biggest thing happening in the United States. I'm worried about domestic policy. I'm worried about trade. I'm worried about all sorts of things that Democrats are way better at all the time, every time. We're staring down the barrel of like a huge crash in the economy, like 6 to 9 months in. The only reason it hasn't happened so far probably is because we're in like an AI bubble. But
The funny thing
you
is
guys
you
crash
said-
the economy, or the right crashes the economy all the time. And then we create all the jobs.
Once again,
50
do you
to
think I'm a
1.
Republican?
Okay, I corrected myself. The right crashes the economy all the time. They at last 8 out of the 9 recessions, Republicans. Also, Democrats create jobs 50 to 1.
Sure. Have any of my side, and once again, because these are Republican elected people, I'm on the right, but I'm not Republican. There's a staunch difference between a
Now,
Republican
that you
and someone
vote
who's actually on the right.
Republican, you're going to have to take accountability for all the things that happen that come with that. Okay?
Okay, sure. So do you take accountability for your side burning down buildings in 2020 and
Yeah.
looting businesses?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so you do take accountability for
Yeah,
your country,
did we
for
pardon
your
those
side causing
people?
$8 billion in damage.
Did we pardon those people?
Yep. Once again, I don't like Donald Trump. I can't stand the
Okay.
fucking guy.
So we held them accountable. They were charged.
Were your people held accountable for any of that? No.
Yes,
No, not at all.
and they were. Yeah, they were all arrested.
So
they all
every
went to
single time there
jail.
was looting and rioting, those people were held accountable?
Yeah, there were like 15,000
fucking lie.
arrests.
That is an absolute lie.
Okay, so no one was arrested.
I didn't say
And
no one.
it
I
was
said
during
the bulk
Trump, right?
majority were
Remember?
not.
So Trump didn't do anything about it?
So at all the quote unquote peaceful protests, every single person was arrested.
No, that's a straw man.
So there you go. That's what I mean.
Okay, and you want that to happen
Once again, there's
somehow?
problems on both sides.
You think that's going to happen somehow? You think that's a wish that's
But the problem
pragmatic?
is you're still playing into this two-party system, which is funny. I mean, you're on two sides of the same
Dog,
coin.
you're sitting here.
Which is your part of the
You're mad
problem.
that protests got out of hands at the helm.
You're
Where
part of the
President
problem.
Trump ignited this and didn't address this
No,
to
but
the
you're
public
part of
at
the
all.
political problem.
I'm sorry.
You're part of the political problem. That's the entire issue.
I'm trying to pull people out of the far right, and you're too scared to take accountability for anything that you
Buddy,
voted
you're
for.
sitting on the far left, and you keep on fighting for
What's
these two
far left?
sides. Who'd you
Why?
vote for
How
in
am
the
I
last
far
election?
left?
Who'd you vote for in the last election?
Kamala.
Okay, there you go. You still vote for both sides.
Okay, how am I
Once
far
again.
left is what I asked you.
Because let's see, most people on the far left voted for her.
Okay, you voted along Nazis. Does that make you a far right?
I voted along Nazis. I didn't
Yeah.
vote. I just said that.
You didn't
Are you
vote?
even listening?
You didn't vote. Why are you up here?
Dude, are you even listening? Because you just love the show for both sides. That's the problem.
Excuse me?
I mean,
No,
both sides
one side
support
is
Israel.
vehemently worse and being criticized on the world stage and is labeled and is correctly being labeled fascist and authoritarian, and they're stomping all over people's rights. And you're like, well, Kamala is pretty bad too.
Yeah, but the problem is you guys say stomping all over people's rights, and you're just too involved in social issues.
Social
You care
issues.
way too much about social issues.
Oh, what? How is the social issue not important?
Because let's see, do social issues get us farther in our economy? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you're telling me that a social issue has to do with whether or not we're actually going to go up in the stock market, or whether or not we're actually going to get exports out of the country and good imports into the country?
And if you're going to try to say that we ran on social issues, I'd love to hear how. Trump ran on strictly just trans people.
Trump ran on immigration strictly,
And
I would say.
yeah, so he othered immigrants, he othered trans people, social politics, right? He labeled
Well, no,
these
the
types of
immigration
people
thing, I could
dangerous.
actually commend him for. Everything else, he's an idiot.
No, you commend him for the immigration thing.
Yeah, we've had already, like, what is it, 5 million deportations in the past?
5
6
million?
months? Yeah, ICE just reported that or something like that.
Wow. We believe it. We believe it. Last month it was 200,000. That's pretty crazy.
Why would you believe it under Biden then if it's just ICE?
Because Trump has pretty much fired anybody that held him accountable. He's fired all the inspector generals. Anybody who looks at any of these reports and goes, this ain't right. He fired all of them.
When the numbers just recently came out?
No, he fired him on his way in.
So is he not deporting people? Because we see multiple
He is
videos
deporting
of
people, not at a
multiple
rate that Biden
deportations.
did, though.
That is not fucking true at all.
It's
That is
true. It's
literally not
1,000% true.
It is not, because under his watch, we had 2.7 million illegals coming to the country in 1 year.
In 1 year, all the way
Yeah, in
in?
2022.
Yeah? They came all the way in, huh?
I mean, that's...
I'm sure
That
you've
was
looked
what
at this
more-
data, Big Fish. Let's look at it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
So are you going to be looking
Look
at
at the-
encounters when you're talking about coming in?
I'm looking at crossings.
That's an encounter. So in order to
Huh?
be kicked out of the country, you have to cross the border, and that's an illegal crossing. And then you get
So
kicked
what
out.
would a crossing be? I just said I'm looking at crossings.
Illegal crossing. So in order to be caught, in order to be caught and kicked out, you have to cross, right?
Exactly. So people are
Yeah.
coming into the country.
So people came in, and then they were encountered by Customs Border Patrol, and 50%, which is higher rate than Trump, were kicked out.
And we were not seeing. No, they were not. We were not seeing an uptake in deportations. That is a fucking lie.
Biden this year versus last year
can
was
literally
doing
get it right now.
57,000 deportations per month, and
Yeah, in
Trump is at
2024, but-
37,000.
Yeah, in the year 2024. But what about the years 2021, 2022, and 2023?
Again, Biden was doing this better last year, right?
He would not in the years 2021, 2022, and 2023. In 2024, he was because he was being forced to.
we were under we were under Title 42, man.
In 2022, we were under Title 42 because by
Yes.
the end of 2021, it was already up. So that doesn't even make any sense.
No, it wasn't. In 2020,
Yes, it was.
Title 42 was not
already
removed in
up in
2021.
2021.
No, it wasn't.
A judge literally got rid of Title 42.
Yeah, I know, not 21 though.
In late 2021, that was when it went out.
I think it was 2022.
It was late 2021.
When
And Biden
did
only started
Title
to pick up.
42
And Biden only started to pick up on
expire?
deportations when the election cycle came around. And that's just a fact.
It was actually May 11th, 2023. Actually,
Then how were people being deported before that? Because there were
So-
deportations being taken place.
here's the thing: you are completely illiterate on the border. I can tell you.
I
right
just
now.
asked you a question. How are people being deported before that then? Because there were deportations
Easily. So
taking place.
first of all, you're talking about at the border when Title 42 was in place. What did that mean if you tried to enter? Tell me. What does that mean?
They wouldn't allow entries.
Not sure.
Then tell me. I mean, don't just be an arrogant ass because that's what you're doing.
You're
right
going
now.
to sit here and tell me the wrong
Dude, you're a
date and
Jewish
what
shill,
it did.
so I
You don't know what
wanna
it
hear
did.
from you.
You don't know what
Dude,
it
you're
did.
a Jewish shill, so I don't even want to hear it from you.
I'm a what?
You're a Jewish shill.
I'm not Jewish.
That's not what I said. I said you're a Jewish shill because you shill for both sides of the coin.
Holy fuck. So you can't have a political take in this country without being a Jewish shill?
If you are still supporting both sides, which don't do
Oh god.
jack shit, then yeah.
You're politically
Neither sides do jack
illiterate
shit. Biden
if you
didn't get
think both
shit done in
sides do
4 years.
nothing. I could literally drill you on
Trump
this.
didn't get shit done in 4 years, and Biden didn't get shit done in 4 years. and
Biden
that's a
got
fact.
more done than any president in recent history in 4 years.
Literally not true at all, because according to you guys, it was Obama. I mean, that was literally one of the Democratic talking
You
points
don't
was that Obama
again,
got more done than
you
any
don't know what you're
president
talking
in
about. Tell me one law that Biden passed.
history. See, I can't.
And you came up to a debate platform about politics?
No, because he wasn't getting shit done past.
He got more
actually
done than
meant
anybody.
anything. Like, what was actually meaningful that actually got passed in the 4 years?
I'll help you out. All right. I'm going to draw this for you. We're going to learn
The
today.
CHIPS Act, which
Uh-huh.
didn't benefit anybody.
It didn't benefit anybody.
Yeah, for
Okay.
people who were in chips, maybe. I mean, come on.
Oh my god. All right. We just lost sound. Hold on. Test, test, test. Can you all hear me? Okay. I guess you're in. I don't know. Apparently, all you have to do to win an election is just go around and say the other side doesn't do anything. And people just go, that's right. I believe it. Bro, do you support Sharia law? Here we come. Here we go. Here we go again. Post 9/11 Islamophobia again. Do I support law, right? Does Sharia translate the law? The correct path. Okay. Did I hear Pelosi is retiring? It's about damn time. Someone just told me that someone just told me Marjorie Taylor Greene had good things to say about Pelosi. What universe are we in? What reality is this? Hello? Glad y'all were a part of that with me. Hello?
Hey, Alandria's a nigger.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Yo.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Nah, he sucks. I just wanted to say hey.
All right. Hell yeah, man. Peace.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Bye. I felt like that was like a 3-second snippet of like an extremely adult version of like Bob's Burgers. Like a Bob's Burgers character. Hello? The slurs are running rampant. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a fucking Battlefield lobby. Guys, we're at 20K. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. If you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Baron's chat. Dude, somebody's based. Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, American. Do you know what Baron's chat is?
No, I haven't heard about it.
You are barren of any culture, is what that means. What do you want to talk about, American?
Yeah, so, you know what, I was bringing up a chat last night. I'm being serious. Van Sleewa would be a great ticket and it would win.
Why do you like Sliwa so much?
Well, because he's not afraid of, and he got shot by Gambino, Gotti.
What? Who
Gotti
cares?
Jr.,
Who
Gotti
cares who
Sr..
got shot? What does that do for you? But what does
Well,
that
it
do?
shows-
How does that make you eligible for anything?
Well, it shows he's a fighter and he's gonna fight for, and he's tough on crime too, and he wants to.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't
He
mean
wants to build
anything to
affordable
me.
housing. He wants affordable housing with old commercial spaces, which is a good idea.
Are you know he's not conservative, right? That's not a conservative thing.
Well, I think you know, him being vice president would be like more of a balance with Vance, and I think it would actually be a winning ticket.
You guys literally just choose people based on personality. This is the most saddest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, well, I think Slee was just
Like it
you
has
know,
nothing to do with
right.
your actual policy positions. You are literally just looking at people and just looking at their faces and going, "I like that guy."
Well, he's a real New Yorker, and he fights for what he believes in. You know,
So does everybody. What does that
yeah, but
fucking mean?
he exposes the issues, though. That's another thing. He exposes what's going on
Like
in
what?
the subways, in the streets, the crime everywhere.
What happened to meritocracy? Yeah, right. Like what happened to us looking at people's credentials? No more DEI. No more hiring people based on vibes. Like if you were a hiring manager at a company that I owned, and you hired some fuckface like Sleewall to like run operations and told me the reason why is because he took 5 bullets, you would get fired. I would fire you.
Yeah, I mean, that's not why I support him. I just brought it up because it shows he has grit, he has determinants. He's a very perseverant guy.
There's a lot of
But
people who've
I
been
mean,
shot who have none of that.
yeah, but still, I mean, these famous crime, they wanted to take him out for a reason, and that shows, people are scared of him.
What? No, people aren't scared of stupid, belligerent, yappy New Yorkers.
Well,
I think
he
it's
would've
weird
won.
that you look at a guy, you're like, that's the guy I want negotiating on my behalf. Like, he might really, really want something, like to live after you get shot, but he might not have the like mechanisms or the capacity to negotiate an actual deal or come up with actual good ideas. He sounds just like an old head. He just sounds like a guy who just says shit that gets your feelings like risen. This is not an actual policy position. Nothing he says is actually like profound. Same thing with Vance, besides when he called Donald Trump Hitler. Nothing he says actually holds any water when, like, first of all, Vance has gone back and forth in the shortest term from a never Trump guy to a Trump guy as long as he gets his techno oligarchy friends into the government and into the military. Like, I can't believe you're so easily played.
Well, fine, but maybe Vance would not be good. But maybe DeSantis sleeve would be a better idea.
DeSantis.
Yeah, Florida's booming, and all the rich New Yorkers are going to be very soon. They're going to have a booming
Florida's the
economy.
highest inflation in the nation.
It has lower property taxes than New York City.
So that makes sense. There's a lot more people in New York.
Yeah, and you're going to have rich New Yorkers moving there, starting new businesses there, and they're going to be making profits for the Florida economy.
Good. Make all of those rich big businesses leave, and all of these small businesses will start growing.
Yeah, but New York City is going to lose a lot of revenue.
I doubt it. New York City is the third most expensive country or city in the world to live in. And if you're sitting there going, I love being a millionaire and I love living in New York, but this extra 2% is a deal breaker, I call you a moron. I call you fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I mean, he's attacking the rich, and the rich people are going to be really demonized in New York City now.
I thought all the rich people were Democrats.
Well, the truth is,
Maybe it'll
Bill
turn
Ackman
red.
isn't a Democrat. Bill Ackman isn't, and he lives in New York City, I think.
Nobody's leaving, dude. Nobody's leaving. This is just what they hope you guys think, because we're doing the opposite of what y'all's policies usually do. And we're going to see how painless it is. We're going to see how much everyone likes it. And you guys will do whatever you can to put your thumbs on the scale and fuck it up, I'm sure. But I'm sure it's going to be just fine. Like every other developed country in the world, they have systems like this, and they're doing great. They're doing fantastic, actually. So
Like what,
I think they're doing.
Venezuela?
I think we're just fine. Venezuela is not the champion of free busing. Okay, there's plenty of other countries who have everything. Even Germany has free school, free everything, just about. And they're the fifth largest economy on earth. They're doing great. They have far more things than us, and they didn't fall and slip and die in a communist shithole. It's just fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, socialism really has never worked in history. That's another problem.
Well, that's a fun thing to say, but it's literally working right now. It's literally existing right now and working.
Well, like in Cuba, it failed really badly.
Again, we sabotaged Cuba, and they weren't like strictly just socialist, right? All of these other countries that I'm pointing to, they're doing what we're doing, social democracy. So it's a little bit of capitalism mixed in with some social welfare programs. And you're welcome, because you've had this all along, man. You've had a 40-hour work week. Remember when we did that for y'all? and you thought it was going to be the end of the world. We did it. We're still here. You're welcome. Socialism, social security, roads, fire departments, water. It's all socialism. You lived through it.
Yeah, but there's gonna be like extreme socialism now, and it's just gonna
Yeah,
be too
because we
much.
went to busing.
Nobody pays the fare anyway. That's another problem.
All right. Yeah, I don't think busing is going to be the tipping point of the end of social democracy. I think we're going to be all right, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mamdani has to go through the city council, the state legislature. That's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, we know that Republicans don't actually know how to govern, so anything that takes requiring like outside of an executive order seems impossible, but we do it all the time. We did it so much like last administration, we got things done because we worked together.
Yeah, but look, if I'm being honest here, I didn't think Slee was gonna win, but he would. Because New York City's just too blue now. It's the problem. It's all
Yeah,
Democrats.
it turns out like all the richest cities are blue. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Democrats are actually for the rich. The Republican, they're more for the rich than Republicans.
Yeah, even though we're taxing them.
Yeah, but you said that all the Democrat cities are rich, so that
Mhm.
shows
We produce all of the capital for this country, 70% of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to think about it here. I mean, Mamdani, like, he wants to defund the police, which is a bad idea. People are getting attacked in the streets, in the subway. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, I think that you're just catastrophizing an idea, and obviously, we probably will still have people in the subways, but busing will also help clear up the subway mess, right? People don't have to go in the subway if they're going to take a bus. So, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's always like we're to tax the rich, we do all these things. I mean, it's just like it's like fantasy.
You're terrified of taxing the rich. You're the bootlicker here, right? Not me. You're terrified
Well-
of catering to these people who you think have all this power over you, who you think if we don't do everything they want, it's going to be the end of the world. That's how much messaging they've sent your way, and you've bought into it, and it's very sad. It's all you hear and see, I'm sure, on your TikTok.
Yeah.
And then we just you just look at the news, read the news. You can look at other countries. It's not like that. It's not the end of the world when we do these things. It's good for everybody. These poor billionaires will find a way to recoup a little bit of money. They are making it off of our backs. They are using our infrastructure that we pay for all day, every day. They have no business telling us, who are also the people who make them, we're their consumers, telling us what to do with money. It's essentially our money. It's the United States. It's us. It's ours. It's just as much mine as yours is that rich bitch that's up there paying Trump to tell you these things.
Who you're talking about? Well, Musk has created a lot of jobs with like he owns like 5 companies, and he's created a lot of jobs: Tesla, Starlink, Neuralink.
Cool.
So I mean, you're just gonna lose revenue, you're gonna lose jobs, and New York City's really gonna go underwater.
Yeah, we pay Elon Musk $8 million a day. He's gotten most of his enrichment from government subsidies and buying into businesses and changing the founding documents to make it look like he founded it, like PayPal, like Tesla, like all that. It's a big facade.
Yeah, but ultimately, New York City, it's sad and it's been a trend because De Blasio really started all of this. He was a pretty bad mayor.
All right. Well, when you guys start actually running a successful city, when you guys have one of those one day, and you guys, like, I don't know, can balance a budget, and you guys aren't the worst in crime, and you guys aren't the worst in education, and in just about everything, then you might be able to come tell us what to do with our cities. But until then, maybe step back, sit this one out, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it there. I think that ultimately, these are really good proposals by Mom Donnie, but they're just unrealistic.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Money is better spent on a giant military kidnapping brown people. That's where we need to spend all our money. You're right, man. We're dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, I would be in favor of taxing the rich if they weren't. If they didn't.
All right. The eating noises, and Tammy, thank you so much for the $40. Can we get an actual educated guest that doesn't sound like a moron? Thanks. Anytime. If anybody is an actual Trump supporter and wants to debate, hop in the box. The chewing was killing me, dude. Hello. Hello.
Hey. Oh.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
And yes and no.
Okay. What do you like about him?
Let me just start first of all, hi. Let me start with I don't support the current, but I just want to say, do you remember what brought to Trump being elected? Like just 1 year ago, why the Democrats lost the debate? I mean, the election.
Because Trump used fascist campaign rhetoric?
Not really, because the people were begging for the changes for the Democrats, and there was no changes. Like they were just ignoring. You just don't get me wrong. I'm the guy who voted for the Green Party, but
I think
you
it's a very
just said
vague
the
thing to
Vance-
say. Democrats
yeah,
are
the Vance
progressive in
is-
nature. Conservatives don't want change at all, right? Like they just want things to change
Yeah,
to stay
but
the same.
you just blame the Vance as well, right? With the Trump.
I'm
So
sorry?
you said the Vance is the same as a complicit, and he's go with the same group as a Trump supporters.
Yeah.
So same goes with the Kamala Harris. Like in the 4 years she's being a vice president, we didn't get that much of a
She got the most
change.
done. She was actually one of the most effective vice presidents we've ever had. People don't really know anything. When they come out and say this is very telling, it just sounds like you've heard a couple of Trump rallies.
Not really. I get what your point is. I see at the current situation, it's worse. But you remember the year ago, all these things were brought up to this because of everybody was begging the Democrats to stop the war, and they
To
were
stop
just
the war.
ignoring. The Trump
And
was
Trump's the
just
same thing,
keep
right? He hasn't
lying.
stopped it?
There was no. The Trump lied. He didn't ignore. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop the war. The first week is gonna be all done." The Kamala Harris, on the other hand, she was ignoring everybody who was begging to stop the war.
She's not ignoring anybody.
What this,
Dude, that's silly. Listen, this is what Trump did. He came out and he's like, anything that you shouldn't say ever and that can come bite you in the ass, Trump says it. And he's immune to any of the criticism, right? Every time something bad happens, he's out there shouting at a microphone, oh, the government shutdown's a disaster. That's the president's fault. The FEMA thing is a disaster. Look at what Biden's doing. Everybody heard that before they saw Biden actually doing a great job with the response to the disaster. They didn't give a fuck about what was actually the law. They thought Biden was being a shrew and not giving anybody more than $750 because he's cheap. And we found out that it was Republicans doing that, and then Trump ran on fucking attacking trans people. None of these things actually have a policy position positive for Trump, right? Trump is defunding FEMA. He is still funding all of these other countries that he ran on defunding. He's funding them even more. He's funding Argentina, which is an even crazier thing. Like, it is exactly what they cried about Joe Biden might have been doing with Ukraine. Trump is giving his best friends an $80 billion bailout. Like, literally, corruption. But thank God Biden's not there saving lives, sending money to Ukrainians. Like, it was just fascist rhetoric. And you can't just point to people saying, oh, all these people wanted it. It's because Trump campaigned and gave y'all the problem and said, here's the solution. I'm the only guy who can solve this unique problem that is here now. All of these rapists in this country, they're eating the cats and the fucking dogs. I'm here to save you. And Biden's not doing anything. That's very loud. That's very bombastic. And Biden was just this quiet guy who was a fantastic president, fantastic diplomat, fantastic domestic policy,
it
passed
wasn't
so
against
much
the
stuff, passed
president.
infrastructure, passed veteran health care, passed all of these huge transformative things. No one gives a fuck about actual change. You don't give a fuck about actual policy, because I just asked somebody, what policy did Joe Biden pass that you didn't like? They don't fucking know. They don't know anything
Not
unless it's about eating
not
cats and dogs.
Biden. He was against the Kamala. That's what I'm saying. The Biden, he jumped out. The Kamala couldn't at least say that she was gonna stop the war. All she was saying, we're
They were
gonna support
negotiating
them,
it.
we're gonna stop.
They
And the
had people
Trump was
negotiating the
keep
war.
lying. Yeah, but the Trump was keep lying. He was at least initiating with the people. He was saying like,
Yeah,
at least
I
he was
don't. I
like
don't encourage over
initiating.
promising and lying. I can fix the war in one day.
No, no,
That
no.
is insane.
I'm not
He was
agreeing
fighting
with
for
that.
his life.
I'm
He
not
was fighting to
agreeing
not
with
go to
that.
prison.
I'm saying that that's what brought him the winning, like voting.
Yeah, I know
That
fascism.
that's what I know, but that's at that moment brought his the winning like votes. All those lies, the Democrat parties couldn't at least do that.
Yeah,
When
we're
you
not trying to
ignore it,
lie.
you
We don't. We
can-
don't want to
you
try.
don't-
We don't want to punch down on a minority group to get elected. That's what Trump had to do to stay out of prison. Nobody's willing to
I
cross
got-
that line besides Trump and maybe a few of his goons. So we're just gonna have to sit and wait for them to all leave.
But all the Republicans crossing that line. And before all of that was behind the curtains. Now they doing openly.
Okay.
And all the people who's
It's just a
against
sign
it,
of
only
fascist
the
drift, man. Them having no checks and balances, and them doing things in the open, corruption. It's just a sign of fascism and authoritarianism. For you to blame Democrats because we wouldn't cross those lines and run an election of fascism to fight fascism is wild.
Yeah, because the thing is, this is not the first time we faced this thing. We faced this thing before the COVID hit. He was doing the same thing. When the Democrats get into the power, they didn't do nothing to change it.
That doesn't
They
make
just
any sense. I
prepared
can
it
tell you 20
like a
things they
red
did
carpet for
that
him.
when they were in power. You're
No, no, no.
illiterate.
When the Trump was before, he did pretty much the same thing. And then the Democrats get into the
Are you
power.
just blazing past what I just said? Democrats did far more than Trump. Trump golfed a fourth of his presidency. Biden worked his dick off.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
I know, because it's false.
The Democrats didn't they didn't use
You
their power
can't just
to
keep
stop
saying
the
they didn't do
Republicans.
anything. They were fantastic. Just
But
because you don't read the
what-
news doesn't mean they didn't do anything.
I still feel like the Democrats could do much more to stop all this Nazi nonsense that was going on, like a Proud Boys. They let everything just run around, and now when the Trumps get in, all those Proud Boys got the badges, and now like everybody's going crazy about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you don't sound like your opposition, so I'm gonna let you down. The blame game is crazy. You're pointing at Democrats who we're in like the longest shutdown ever, right? We're fighting. We're fighting for Americans' healthcare.
Hi, Pickles.
Hello.
Auntie Biscuit here. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm having to use backup. Hello, how are you doing, darling? You okay?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. Not bad. I'm just going to be very, very quick because I know you want oppositions up here. I just wanted to let you know that, in case you didn't already know, Germany today is opened up its food banks and numerous other services to US troops and their families currently not receiving what they should be receiving whilst living in Germany as members of the US Armed Forces. Belgium, France, and the United Kingdom are also doing the same. We have also got a situation now where we are also offering our access to our hospitals and prescription medicines if required. This is not going to obviously scratch the surface with the top brass who are in Europe, because they already have got quite a lot of money and they've got savings. But this is definitely going to be a big help to the lower ranks, sort of the E1 to the E6 classes that are currently out there. And that is what we're doing in Europe. We are making sure that American troops and their families are not going to go without, even though MAGA wants to continuously blame the libs and the socialists for everything, because that's all they do is that they finger point and blame. So I just wanted to let you know Europe has got the backs of your service personnel, and in about a week or two, if this continues, there is significant talk, and it will happen. We will open up our versions of social security to the families and make sure that they get money off our countries, so that at least they can, afford the other essentials that they need that the backup systems won't provide.
I love that. That is great. And it also, I hate to say it, it's political points too. Political points for us.
And if anybody wants to check a little news source for this is DW News in Germany. It is neither a left-wing nor a right-wing news source. It prides itself on centrism, for factual reality as opposed to political opinion. Please do your research. You'll see it's happening. And so, yeah, MAGA, you're disgusting. You've got no excuse for this. And I don't want to hear any of you moan about supposedly you guys substituting or subsidizing European military, when we're prepared to make sure that your citizens don't go starving, don't go hungry, and at the clothes on their back can be washed because, hey, they can afford electricity.
Love that. Love that. And that's what happens when you treat your neighbors nicely and not like a nuisance like Trump does.
Yeah, so it's DW News. It's DW News. And that's a German news site. They do both Deutsch and English, as well as French, depending on which language you wish to choose.
Love that. Love that. Well, thank you so much for the update.
Absolutely, Pickles. Lots of love, my friend. Keep fighting the good fight. And Auntie Biscuit, also known as Orkslayer, peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Chat, tap the screen. We just hit 50K. Thank you so much. Let's get over 1,000 viewers today. Let's get back on the wagon. MAGA, if you want to debate, hop in the box. Ask up. I'm just your typical liberal soy boy. I'm just a baby. I don't know anything. The Dems admitting what? Isn't Trump paying out after federal judges said, hey, there's funds, you got to use those by law? And he's like, oh, sorry, I was too busy trying to make people starve for political points. My bad. You're sure I can do that? Okay. Sorry. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure he's not just getting the okay? Absolutely not. That is not how Trump has functioned at all in this presidency. He does things first and then asks for forgiveness every time, right? He brute forces his way. Like, if he wanted Americans to be fed, they would have been fed last week. He would have got it. He would have, if someone would have been fired. Someone would, like, but he didn't want that. He asked for forgiveness. Okay, you're right. He doesn't. That's just a saying. He's never asked for forgiveness. But yeah, he does things until he gets checked by the courts. He doesn't wait. He's like, are you sure we can do this? Are you sure we can't deport people without due process? Are you sure we can't just bomb Venezuelan boats? Are you sure that I can't take a $400 million jet? Are you sure that I can't manipulate the stock market and celebrate it in the White House with my friends on TV? Are you sure I can't just bail out other countries with American taxpayer dollars because they're my friend? Yeah, yeah. Demolishing the east wing of the White House. You think you think he stops and asks permission for anything? No. Wow, guys. Wow, 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 wow. Taking down Obama's pick and Biden's, right? Paving over the Rose Garden. Izzy, thank you so much for becoming a super fan. Thank you all so much. Guys, if you're trying to support my channel, that's one of the greatest ways to do it. It's the price of a extra large cup of coffee with 2 shots per month. Can't say a cup of coffee anymore. It's like a venti with 4 shots and extra whipped cream. Host is such a tool. Hey, you don't say that. Your hat's cool. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. Got it on one of my missions in space. Host is a cute, buddy. He's smart. Thank you, Brian. Did you see RFK run away from the guy who passed out today? I heard about it. Should we bust out that clip? Do my best Tool impression. Sing it down the I can't do Tool. I don't like Tool. I'm sorry. I don't like Tool. Guys, everybody has that band that really fucks with them that they don't like. For some people, it's, you know, Incubus, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Tool's mine. I can't do Tool. It makes me furious. That's plastic. I'm sorry. My Tool is BT Bam or I don't know. Polyphia. I can't do Ghost. Yes, I can't do Ghost either. Ghost, I know, is like one of the greatest bands ever. I can't stand Papa's voice. Can't do it. We're not going to be Dune buddies if you don't like Tools. A man of discernment and good taste. Thank you, Gemini. Five Finger Death Punch also, the band name is giving, I'm a tough guy, but I'm also a youth group leader. And don't frick with me. I can't do ghosts, yeah. Yep. I'll tell Jesus. Listening to Pickles at my MAGA mom's house. Oh, shit. Please tell me you don't like Nickelback. All right, y'all. Here's the thing. Nickelback was fucking really fun to hate on back in the day. If you're at a bar and there's a jukebox and you play Nickelback, every single person in the bar is going to go fucking crazy and enjoy it. No one is too cool for Nickelback. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to come out and say it. Nickelback, Creed, they're cool again. Why do they call you Pickles? It's because of a party trick that I can do. It's not what it sounds like. Your bar sucked in. Look at this photograph. Smash Mouth, oh my god. I used to have a friend that we had an inside joke where we would text each other all the time, but it would be like, I'm a rocker through and through. Here are my favorite bands. And we list off like all the cheesy bands, like, I listen to 3 Days Grace. Get it straight, man. I'm a metalhead. I listen to, and it would just be like a random time on a Tuesday, and he would just text me, and he'd be like, Pumpkinhead, or Avenged Sevenfold. I did get my socks. Are you the one? You sent me the socks? Thank you. I did. And if you listen to any of the bands that I just named off, it's okay. But I'm talking about people who pretend to be like hard rockers, you know, like metalheads, like some dude with Liberty spikes in a crowd at a concert. You're like, what are you jamming right now, bro? Listen to Coldplay. Listening to I'm listening to Bright Eyes. Savage Garden, Shine, listening to Shine Down. And it's always those people who do like the body headbanging, where they're like August Burns Red is the shit. All right. August Burns Red is the shit. Performative sad hours. Don't make fun of Bright Eyes. Guys, I love Bright Eyes, actually. Connor Oberst is like one of the last true living poets. But I listen to that shit without a trench coat and Liberty specs on. Check Discord. Oh, okay. Gojira, Beth. What do you know about Gojira? What the Sigma? Oh, let me change it.
Hey.
All right, we just got it.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey guys, do me a favor. I think Pickles just set a smaller gift goal. If you guys can help knock that out, that will help get opposition in here. You can tap the screen. You can share the live. You can also, if you click the little arrow at the right bottom of the screen, there's a blue button. It says copy leak. That helps the algorithm a lot. Let's see. I think that's it, right?
Thank you.
Oh, you can set heart me. All these things help, and we're just a little slow right now. But if you do these things, opposition will come in. Help us out, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go back down.
All right, much love. Yes, Emir is awesome. Acacia Strain is awesome. I've seen both of them multiple times. I saw Emir back when I was 17. Same thing with Acacia Strain.
Hello.
Hello? Are you a
What's
Trump
up?
supporter?
Yes.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I think he's a good president, and there's not much bad he could do right now.
Why do you think he's a good president?
I think he hasn't done worse than, or not much worse than any other presidents.
I don't know if that's a good way to like determine if he's a good president. Like he hasn't done bad.
Like he hasn't made America detrimental rather than beneficial. I feel like things that haven't gone completely bad.
I think it's bad, but it's not super bad. I guess is what you're saying. It's only 6 months.
I don't see any bad. I just see things happen.
We've got inflation up, unemployment up, people getting mass layoffs, Trump butchering the government. We have tariffs on every country in the world almost. We're 60 of them. We've got countries making entire coalitions trying to do trade agreements without us because they can't rely on us. We've got Trump threatening Venezuela, bombing boats, sending people to prison without any due process for the rest of their lives in foreign countries, sending them to Uganda and Sudan because he doesn't like them. And then he's bringing white people in from South Africa. He's causing social division in the United States, making us all fight over everything about like Tylenol, about burning the flag, about police immunity, about saying racist things all the time. We're more divided ever as a country than we ever have been. I think he's a horrible leader. And I think that he says constantly that he constantly says things that are distasteful, that no leader should ever say.
What are some things like that?
Sure. Do you think migrants are poisoning the blood of the country, or that they're vermin, or that they're rapists and killers?
I don't think saying that brings detriment to the actual country itself. I don't think it brings.
Have you
any
heard of
bad.
stochastic terrorism?
What is that? Can you define that?
It's when you say something and it leads to violence, right? So when you have the biggest microphone in the universe, like Trump, and you say things like all people with NASA hats are P3DOs, you say that with the biggest microphone, it's going to bounce in and out of people's timelines and For You pages and in and out of the news, and it's going to be there for history, for people to look back and read, right? And at least one person with a NASA hat is going to get hurt, all right? And then if you do that every day, there's going to be a group of people who specifically just fucking hunt down people with NASA hats, all right? That's what Trump has done, and he's effectively campaigned on immigrants being these people. They're these bad, horrible people, and you see white supremacist groups rising up and doing tons of violence since he's taken office, since he's picked up a microphone.
I can understand that. I do think that these things are determined in a way where we can't really blame Trump for doing these things.
Absolutely, we can. When he says these notably horrible things, and we can just see it, and then other people come out.
This is what I'm getting at. That the words exactly that he's saying, you cannot blame them because they are, again, determined.
Determined? What do you mean?
In a deterministic setting, why would you use any blame? Why would you utilize shame or blame, things like that?
Guilt. Are you some sort of like predetermined thing? Are you a Christian?
I'm pretty sure just determinism, scientifically, determinism exists. So I don't think we should blame any president for the things they say.
We can't blame anybody for anything now?
Well, it's more of why would you?
Why would you? Yes, because he's desperate. I know why he would say it. He's desperate. He has nothing to offer people, so he has to say divisive rhetoric so that it blows up in the news all the time.
Something that he can offer people, which is America not being detrimental even further. So things
I don't know what that means. Like he's selling you a problem that doesn't exist, and he's saving you from it.
Things could be worse. Things could definitely be worse, and the rate that things are right now means that they could definitely be worse.
This is not a good bit. Like we usually you look at a president and say, look how good they're doing. Look at the great things they've done. They've passed infrastructure. They've passed veteran health care. They've passed all these other things. You can look at that and be like, that's great. And inflation's down every month. Like all these things are great. These things help the masses. You can't really say that for Trump. You're just like, look, everything's kind of not on fire, but it is. If you ask the right people, it's absolutely on fire. If you ask me, the country is fucked right now.
Well, now I would like to know, how do you trace Trump to doing these things like threatening other countries or even inflating the economy or anything like this, what you're saying?
Yeah. So Trump's tariffs on the entire world have slowed down trade, which causes inflation. And inherently, a 15, 30, or 20% tax on all items bought from another country makes item prices go up. That is the opposite of what he promised on the campaign trail, right? He said he was going to bring grocery prices down. Instead, he introduced taxes on all of those things. And then, fuck, I forgot where I was going with this. But we have nothing but evidence to show that this is harmful to our economy.
What do you think should be done then with Trump?
Literally just not that. The Supreme Court's looking at right now whether or not his tariffs are even legal. This is not something he did with Congress. This is something that one person, Trump, with a piece of paper did. He tariffed the entire world. He caused a $7 trillion dent in the markets around the world in one day.
I still don't think this is a bad thing due to it being in a deterministic setting. So
I don't know what the deterministic thing is. I'm not a Phil Bro.
Can I explain that? So
Sure.
the point is that he's doing something for some sort of value. He wants something good to come from this, no matter what, whether it benefits the country or himself. And that is what happened.
Yeah, and what we do is we look at leaders and we can choose people who are on one side of that scale or the other. And Trump was vehemently selfish. And there we can look at his actions, whatever you want to call it, and we can say, hey, somebody else that's not as selfish will make far better decisions for this country.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part?
I don't know what your excuse is, but somebody who is less selfish than Trump, whatever you want to call it, determinism or whatever, would make far better decisions for the interest of the people rather than themselves. And we've seen Trump's character play out over and over again, how he's very selfish and narcissistic. So if you just give him a free pass and call it determinism, is not okay.
I say that there's 70 million people who voted for him, and I don't think they did a bad thing. I think that they just did what they wanted.
You're not
to
saying anything. You're just telling me how many people were fooled.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this isn't a horrible thing. You see fooling, you see bad things happening. I see people just living.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure there were some great people in every point in history when things were shit, who were just like you were going, this is fine. What are you crying about?
No,
it doesn't
it's
mean
not
anything to
fine.
me.
I get your points. No, these are actual meaningful things that you probably should not even probably should not be doing the things you're saying. These are good points, but I do not think that we should be blaming him. That is not what should be done.
We absolutely should. Who do we blame?
So if you need to blame someone, that's taking the easy way out. I think that there should be some sort of evaluation done rather than blame.
Okay, that's a weird life outlook. You
Well, you
absolutely,
said,
if you want to be productive and constructive and look at something and say, hey, where did things go wrong? You have to find the root cause of the issue, and it's easily Trump.
Oh, I see that. But I don't think that he causes his own issues. I think the issues just cause themselves, as in he cannot control what he does, bro. It's psychology. Things just happen.
Listen, I know that he is probably, yes, not in control of himself very well. He is very low discipline. He lashes out at people. That doesn't mean he gets a free pass. Everybody who thought that was the person who needed to lead the country was wrong. He is now making the wrong decisions, and you can look at him and plainly say, this is your fault. This is his fault. He's doing bad things. I don't care how empathetic you want to be. That's not okay. That's not constructive.
No, I get what you're saying. That is true, the things you're saying right now. But I do think with empathy applied where you don't like it, it can be changed. Like this Trump could be different, but instead there's...
Trump's 81. He's not going to be different. It's not changing anytime soon.
This is what I mean. That there's much more blame placed rather than any hope given to where what could be, what might come from this terrible character, but instead we're looking at it.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Hey, you're welcome to come back some other time. Lindsay, thank you for the $40. I've determined this guy should be kicked. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to hop in the box and tell me why I like Trump. Hello? Blackbird? Those mouth pills must cause you lose brain cells. You wanted to give a determinism speech? The little 80-year-old doesn't know any better is wild thinking. You know, like, your head's in the right spot for the rest of the world for your fellow like neighbors or the people in your life, that is great to have compassion and empathy. But somebody who's in a position of power, who is also rich, and doing these things, they've had everything at their disposal to change and be a better person, and this is how they ended up. And we're at the mercy of them. It's not time to do any sort of empathy. Where have you been? I've been missing your lives. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll believe I'll begin a life of unaccountability. Restart? We could. We're almost at 100K. It's honestly, it's not bad. I can see it going back up. I can see views going back up. I think it might be shadow banned. I do say some kind of off the cuff stuff every once in a while. Pickle's aloofness is part of the appeal. I feel like that's true. I feel like there's a level of truth there. Chat, how about we get some shares? Tap the share button. Spam some shares, baby. How are the debates? We've got a few. YouTube phone line. How is YouTube doing? It's been a minute since YouTube got views, but we had views yesterday. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work again. I think I accidentally deleted my sweet little YouTube yapper. My little YouTube mouthy thing. Thank you guys for all the shares, y'all. Give me a sec. We're going to turn on the YouTube phone. Guys, I want everyone to know that I am wearing Goku shorts today. How did I lose all this? The flip, dude. Oh my gosh, I don't even have... Maybe that's why views are up on YouTube. I didn't have my YouTube chat going. You've never seen Dragon Ball Z. You're going to have to do that journey without me, though. I've already watched all of it twice. Can't do it. All right. YouTube phone line. Where is it? There's the phone number. The phone number is on. If you want to call in debate and you're on YouTube, call that phone number. If you're on TikTok, you can't see the phone number. That's okay. Show us the fit check. How tall am I? I'm tall. Way tall. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, get in the box. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Oh, no, I was just testing the phone line just to make sure.
Oh.
Some other chats I've been in have been having web caller issues. That's all. Bye.
Appreciate you. The cake's got them. They always come for the milkshake. I'm 6'4". 6'12". Yellow, is this a Trump supporter?
Yep. I mean, I support him, but yeah, I mean, I wish there were better options. Yeah.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
I like that. I mean, honestly, he is the two of the lesser evils or whatever. You know, he's not actually the best, but he does stand up for what's right. He just stands up for what's right, really. I mean, I always have to compare it to our other option. You know.
What are some examples of him standing up for what's right?
The tariff thing is probably not good, but it was. I mean, it's like an attempt. I'm not going to say that he really does try. I would say that both parties suck balls, actually, you know. But Trump seems like he's for the people more, almost. And I only think this because the Democrats like technology a little bit too much, and I think that they'll do digital ID or whatever. They're a little bit too taking of the freedoms. So the Republicans, even though Trump's not really Republican, Trump seems like he'd be just a little bit better option.
I'll debate you on that. First of all, I think we obviously see it's the opposite. So JD Vance is like Peter Thiel's blood boy. He's like that rich super techno oligarch dude, Peter Thiel, the billionaire.
Oh, JD Vance? Oh yeah, Peter Thiel, yeah.
But the Palantir, Trump has allowed Palantir to be directly involved in our military, and they're building a giant database of everybody. So
Yep,
I feel like it's exact opposite. Trump is literally ushering that in, and he's made my political opinions terrorist. Like I am now. If he wanted to, he would have a case to throw me in prison forever, call me a terrorist, because I'm Antifa.
Me too. I'm not Antifa, but I'm against the government. Both parties are just two cheeks of the same ass. They're both clearly beholden to capitalism and not the people.
You can't seem sides this one. Like Trump has outlawed my political beliefs. I think that's one side. That's literally fascism. It's fascist. It's basically suppressing his opposition.
I would agree with you on that. Yes, Trump. Neither of them like America, but Trump almost seems like he's pro-America.
He seems like he hates America, and he wants to change it in every way he wants to without anyone stopping him. He wants to be able to change it in his favor, give everybody, all of his friends, huge tax breaks, and pretend like he's doing things for America. Like the America First thing made sense, I guess, if he came in and defunded all of the foreign aid, but he didn't. He came in and superpowered it, and then he started giving foreign aid to countries that we had nothing to do with. Argentina gave him billions. So, and then he took people off of healthcare. He took people off of Medicaid and food stamps. He is not for the American people. If anything, Democrats do the exact opposite. We give people things. We spend money here at home, and Trump is not doing. He's doing the opposite of that.
I hear you. I agree with you. And you do say that Trump is a problem, but can you tell me who the solution is? Is it the Democrats when both political parties seem to be literally captured by the same evil, satanic ownership, fuck the workers, screw all the consumers?
Liberals are inherently pro-worker. Every time the worker or unions got extra rights, it was because of Democrats, not Republicans. Every time you can thank the 40-hour work week, you can thank us for workers' comp, for Social Security, for Medicaid, for Medicare, all of these things, and the right shaves them away and wants to keep taking them away so the rich friends can get huge tax breaks. And by the way, they put us in so much fucking debt we can't afford to do anything else. Trump is responsible for a quarter of this nation's debt. No, it's not both at all. Not even close. No. Trump spent $8.6 trillion his first administration. Biden spent $4.
What do you think about the government shutdown now? Because they're saying that it's the Democrats, but I don't think I've ever heard a leftist news station say that it's the Democrats that are holding out on this vote or whatever. So
Yeah,
what do you
I
think
wouldn't
this
trust
is? Is this
anything. They have come out in unison and said that we're trying to get illegal immigrants health care, which is a lie, patently untrue in every way possible. And if people see that and they go, oh, wait, that's not even true, I don't see how you would read any further into what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, I would immediately know it was a lie if I heard a Republican say that. That is a ploy.
That's what Mike Johnson's saying. That's what Trump is saying.
They're just trying to gain our acceptance.
Yeah, they're trying to win political points, and they're starving people doing it. They're trying to cut people off of their food stamps, trying to win political points, and saying, look at the shutdown. It's because of Democrats. If you're hungry, it's because of Democrats. When all along, it was them twisting the knife and making people, and withholding SNAP benefits from people. I think it's disgusting behavior. It's gross. He's not for the people. That's not something for the people.
It is horrible. It's outrageous that we're being taxed and they're taking all my money and then they neglect the poor people. They're just robbing all of us.
Yeah.
It is messed up. But I just don't see the Democrats as being the answer either, though. There literally needs to be a third party, you know? Like even Bernie Sanders, I thought that he was cool. Not until he said war was okay. They're all just the old billionaire, the United Nations.
I love how like one thing is a deal breaker for some. Like one thing, one-liners are a deal breaker from Bernie Sanders, but Trump has like a fucking, he has a Pokédex full of one-liners that you could point to that are so bad that people get divorced over it.
But the news and the society as a whole isn't fixing this.
We're trying.
You know?
We're trying. It's hard to be louder than Trump.
I don't know about the Democrats though, man. Like they wanted they wanted passports when you got a vaccine.
That was a once in a lifetime novel pandemic, and we absolutely had to fight so much disinformation from your side, from the right, where there's still people today that will never take the vaccine, even though it's the most thoroughly tested vaccine on planet Earth in history now. They still won't take it because of the doubt casted by a political party, which obviously also resulted in people dying, unnecessarily people dying, so that they could win political fucking positions.
Do you think the Republicans are beholden to any foreign interests?
Yeah.
Like Russia or Israel, you know? Do you think the Democrats are beholden to any political foreign interests?
Yeah.
China.
Sure. Not as bad as the other side, sure, but like you've seen Biden come in and do things that pointed to everybody that he's not willing to take a $400 million jet and make us fight over it and then do favors for these countries. He's not willing to take like he was accused of like laundering money through Ukraine, but now we see Trump literally just doing that in the open, and continuing to fund Ukraine. So it wasn't like this bullshit thing they led y'all to believe. And I just think it's bullshit to say both sides, dude. It's so corrupt and in the open right now. We're seeing people like get up and leave their positions at the CDC and the HHS because they're now actually being told to do corrupt things and ignore science. Like we've thought, like they've tried to convince you all along that they were doing. Now we're seeing what it actually looks like when people in the CDC and in all these other high positions in government, when they're being told to do corrupt things, they blow a whistle, and we're seeing that now.
Yeah, but the news doesn't. The news told us that COVID came from bats. That's what, if you look up ChatGPT, it came from bats. It did not come from the.
I don't care where it came from. It was where it came from doesn't matter. If it's just killing people, I want to not die.
If we funded it.
Okay, I just want to not die.
We funded it with Dr. Fauci, gain of research.
No, that is an incoherent position. That's not true. That is also another dangerous lie. That is horrible. Why do you think Fauci would want to kill a bunch of people?
because they want to take over the world, the new world order, the owners versus the consumers and workers. They are united, Republicans and Democrats, to fucking fuck us.
Okay,
man.
the whole world got on this thing with Fauci. A scientist
Yes,
convinced the
and
whole
digital
world.
ID under United Nations, the Bank of International Settlements.
Okay, but what about the rest of the world who's not under the UN?
Organizations, the CIA, the FBI.
What about all
No
the other
one-
countries that aren't under that umbrella? All of them agreed that the science was correct.
Jamaica is even doing digital ID, and they barely have Wi-Fi. Kenya.
What's wrong with digital
Canada,
ID?
Australia. It's the mark of the beast. The beast
Oh
is
God!
the system. Do you want
This
the
is
Republicans
superstition.
to
This is where you're
control
gonna
it?
lose people. Nobody. I don't believe in
It's
that
not
superstitious stuff.
superstition. I just believe that if you believe the government, if you believe the Republicans are so evil, do you think that if they made everyone do the digital ID thing, that couldn't have been the warning that the Bible was talking to us
No,
about?
I don't
You
believe in the
cannot buy
Bible.
or sell without their mark. You
No,
must
I don't believe in
submit
the
to the
stupid
will
fucking
of-
Bible. No.
Okay, well, you have love, right? You like love. You love things. You're not just power hungry like these evil people that are ruining us, man. That's all it is. It's love versus power.
I think it's up versus down, it's bottom versus top. We've got Trump and his 15 billionaires in office doing things to just drain the economy and fuck it up so they can become even more rich. And then we have us, the Democrats, who fight for workers' rights, who fight for all the things that would keep people from going hungry or starving or homeless. That's us.
So we put in Joe Biden in the office, or did the establishment that also has ties to Trump and his establishment, because it literally is the owners versus the workers?
No, Joe
So no
Biden
matter
came
how
in.
much we
If
think they're
the
for the workers-
establishment wanted Joe Biden to come in so they could raise their taxes, I'd be shocked. But that's what Joe Biden did. He came in and he made all these corporations pay more taxes. And I would be shocked if a bunch of corporations secretly were like, we're going to trick them into raising my taxes. That sounds stupid.
BlackRock and all of them, State Street, Vanguard, they fund both sides. They win every time. That's what's going on.
I don't see how that's in any way true either. I think Trump is the one who deregulated the housing market so they can go buy up all the fucking goddamn it houses, and Biden wants the opposite. Obama wanted the opposite. He signed the Dodd-Frank Act that tried to stop all of that stuff, and then Trump undid that. Again, no, it's not true. It's not both sides.
The retirement age has gone up from 65 or 62 or whatever. They're trying to make it 65, and then when I get to retire, they think it might be 72 or 75.
Thanks to
So you
Republicans.
think only the Democrats are only the Republicans are causing that to happen?
Yes.
So explain to me exactly if the Democrats have ever announced plans to lower the retirement age. No, they didn't. They don't
no.
call the shots. They're given the shots by the real leader who controls both of them. It's money.
There is no
Bankers.
fictitious, dark, fake government. There's just what you see in the open, right? You see Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, controlling Trump, and then having a breakup, but that's about it.
Do you think Elon Musk legitimately earned all of his money, or do you think he's a front man?
Yes, he literally, handed $250 million. Do you think someone's more powerful than Elon Musk?
When the government wants to do something but they can't because it's unethical, Elon, come here, I got something for you.
Yeah, sure.
The brain chip.
So again, this just ties into my conspiracy being a little more thorough and realistic, like seeing the actual corruption. But Elon Musk gets $8 million a day of our money. So yes, it was totally worth him spending $200 million to get Trump elected. Totally.
Dude, he has way too much money. People need to be reminded how much money he has. He has more than like anything, man.
Yeah, I know.
If you made $7,000 an hour for 2,000 years, you would have $126 billion nonstop every hour. Elon Musk has 160 billion.
I know. I don't want to get off track. But yes, that's the guy Trump held hands with and got elected.
So the Democrats are holding hands with we the people, and they actually are here to help us.
Yes, they are. They passed all. They like name a thing that that Republicans did
When
for the
Biden
masses.
was president, there was they outlawed regular light bulbs and made them all LEDs, and I didn't vote for that, and I don't think
Say that
that's
again?
good. But the when Biden was president, regular incandescent light bulbs became illegal to sell, so that all the light bulbs became LED, and I did not vote for that. And I don't think it could benefit us by saving and conserving energy, but these people are telling us how to live our lives.
Oh God,
Either
dude,
party. It doesn't matter.
come
We will
on.
trade our freedoms for
That is the
security
smallest
under
grievance
either
ever.
party.
Light bulbs, dude. Trump has tariffed the whole world.
He has. I agree with you. I'm telling you, I do believe Trump isn't the savior. It's just I don't know what your solution is. I hear
Dude,
you. As the
I don't
problem.
know.
Yes, he is
Before
the
Trump
problem.
came into office, Biden handed him the strongest economy in the world. And Trump has, just like Biden warned us, or just like Kamala warned us, by the middle of this year, we're going to be in a recession. Here we are. Here we fucking are. And the only reason it's not as bad as it is because of the AI boom. But that's it. We're going to see like 6 to 9 months is what someone just told me, and I believe them. Like, we're going to see really bad recession. Like, maybe one of the worst. And we could have had Kamala, who was just going to build some houses. She wasn't going to fuck with the world economy and do surgery on it. The man who paints his fucking face orange is doing surgery on the world economy, and we just hope and fucking pray that he's not just making himself rich and he's actually doing the right thing behind closed doors when he's negotiating. And he's not just handing out great sweetheart deals to his best friends who own oil companies or mineral companies or all these, or his fucking son-in-law who's made billions since he's been in office. Or we could have Biden, who liked ice cream and made a fucking ton of infrastructure jobs and passed the Chips and Science Act and did all these other things that were obviously not even controversial.
But he couldn't ride a bike. I don't think that was actually him.
Trump can't ride a bike.
He's a puppet. Biden's a puppet. Bush is a puppet. All of them. Obama.
You have
Reagan,
to believe the most insane
puppets. The only one
conspiracies.
that wasn't was John Frederick Kennedy. He was
Dude,
shot in the head.
Oh my God. You're just conspiracy theorists. No, they're not puppets, dude. They're not puppets. Can you point to me some evidence of what's the most puppety thing that Biden did? What did he do?
They're beholden to corporate interests, and they don't step outside of those guidelines.
Give me a great example of Biden just making, because Trump is absolutely 100%. His track record is 100% for large corporations gutting any sort of environmental protection regulation that they need to follow or anything at all. He's posted on Twitter, if you have $1 billion, come to the United States, I will make sure all the red tape is gone, all of it. Biden, he stopped offshore drilling. He stopped EV sales from China. He's done a lot of things to help businesses here, and at the detriment of large, rich people. He's taxed them. He's made them pay for it.
But there's never been any proof that these people are benefiting our lives. Every Republican, every Democrat president, they're not actually in control. There's people who write the laws, people who advise these people who are.
Can you show me the evidence of that? That's just a conspiracy. That's unfounded conspiracy. But nobody, can you point to the biggest damning, here's them pulling I can point to Trump doing it in the open. Surely you've got something for me, right?
The source of it is the banksters around the entire world that own everything, and they are against the workers. So my evidence would be,
give me the evidence.
Us following what the United Nations and what everyone is beginning to do or starting to do all at the same time. It's in lockstep. It's like when we hear something on the news, we hear it 1,000 times. They're in lockstep.
I don't know what that means.
Has been
I'm sure that yes, most of our news is controlled by a bunch of rich people, and they do control what we see and hear all day, every day. But you can just say, "Oh, that's Rupert Murdoch. That's not some secret spooky dude behind the scenes. It's just Rupert Murdoch."
You don't believe in the military-industrial complex? You do believe in it, eh?
Yeah, and Elon Musk is part of that. Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. There's no spooky, mysterious figure. It's just Musk and a few other people. Halliburton. There's no.
Yes.
You just gotta look into this and actually draw this out. All right. You can't just keep doing the God of the gaps, where there's some hidden corrupt figure that fixes all of your political beliefs when you're cornered into saying, oh, both sides aren't the same.
Both sides are the same. I told you, two cheeks of the same ass.
No, one side passes law that literally helps people, gives people health care and jobs and builds infrastructure. The other side just guts the entire government.
Well, when the Democrats allow the digital ID and the Republicans also don't stop it, then you know I was right. They're doing the same thing.
Nobody's going to care about digital ID as much as you.
Humanity.
No, when digital ID is here, I'm just going to be fine with it. I literally almost went and got an implant in my hand for NFC so I can just open my door and do all of that stuff, and I can just program it to do whatever I want. I don't think it's evil. I think you have to be a special kind of weird and superstitious and religious to believe this
The
is
people
something
that
bad.
control it.
Who's going to control
Have
it?
you
It's
seen
an,
China
do you know how
China
NFC
did
works?
It, and if you speak bad about their government, Ukraine did it. Ukraine
But
made
Trump is already
digital
doing
ID
that.
before the war.
I'm already a
If you get called
terrorist.
to the draft, they turn off your passport, they turn off your bank account. You don't have
They can already
an
do that
ID
here.
or anything.
Trump can kidnap you in the middle of the night and take you to a prison. They can already do that.
They could, but it's not digitally automated by some weird AI network that sees everything and acts on behalf
Yes,
of
it
Earth,
is.
so it can
Wait
exterminate
5
humans
years.
'cause we're in the fucking
Trump
way,
is doing that.
you know?
We got Palantir making the literal software that's databasing every American in the United States. It's literally already happening. It's Trump doing that.
I know, bro. That's why I'm keep saying this shit, because I really do see it. But I think that both parties are the source of the shit. Legit.
Can you still haven't given me a good point? I've literally just given you like really damning solid points, like maybe 6.
Yes, but those don't add up to anything. They barely. All these are like little tiny waves. When really the fucking money that we all are invested in, the thing that we went off the gold standard, because they wanted to inflate the shit out of money. Money wasn't ever inflated before they went off the gold standard, and they just started printing money until fucking the heyday came. And we went off the gold standard because they lent out six times the greenbacks.
The gold standard is the dumbest argument ever, man. I can dissolve it in 3 seconds. All right, you ready?
It's the yellow brick road from Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is the fucking government.
You ready?
They took our hearts. They took our courage.
You ready for the gold standard? What's gold worth today? Per ounce.
$4,000 for 1 ounce. It used to be $700 when I was a kid.
How much gold is there on Earth?
There's a shit ton, but it's not naturally. It doesn't form here. It came from a supernova. There's
I know.
no more that are going to be created here.
Yeah, it's a finite amount, right?
Yes.
So we have estimated amount of let me just do chat GPT. How much is all the gold on Earth worth in today's market?
What, mined or still to be mined? If you look at those numbers, silver is
it's about 12 to 15 trillion dollars. 25 to 30 trillion dollars. If we got all the gold on Earth somehow, which would never ever happen. So what's the US GDP right now?
Is it 4 or is it 20 trillion?
It's like
Oh, it's
27
20,
trillion.
right?
If we don't have enough gold to back the GDP of the United States, is that good or bad?
That would be bad. We're basically not true to what we actually have. We're just bullshitting. We're just telling everyone it's 1,000.
No,
and
no,
really,
no.
if you look under the carpet, it's 300.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. If we went to the gold standard, we'd immediately crash. Immediately. And the reason the gold standard is so bad is because if you had a recession, just like COVID, you'd be just stuck. You'd just be stuck in the mud like a fucking idiot. And you'd just be stuck there for 20 years trying to dig your way out of a recession that was never ending. And instead, what we did was we printed some money and we had 2% inflation and we went on with our business. That's why the fiat currency is so good. That's why the gold standard is trash.
Yes, but how is money created if it's not backed to gold? They just lend a loan out, and then the fucking bank gets money that they said that they had. But
Every country does that. All money is fugazi. Yes. Every country does that.
And they didn't do that until we went off the gold standard and fucked the whole world up.
Every country is off the gold standard, and they're better for it.
For the owners, not the workers or consumers, we have to deal with inflation.
It's better for
now
everyone.
because
Nobody
they
owns
bullshit
this
us.
country.
They own the means of production, which is all opportunity. So they own our opportunity.
Who's
to
they?
do better. Rich billionaires who are in cahoots, because at the top they don't compete like us. They cooperate. They corner the market and monopolize it. So there's only 4 companies selling candy bars,
Dude,
but each one of them makes
do
5.
yourself a
So
favor.
now you think you have 20 choices.
Do yourself a favor. Just go play with ChatGPT for a few hours and dig into why the gold standard will never ever work. It's like a no-brainer. Anybody who's dug into economics, it's the silliest idea. It's weird, like fringe right-wing conspiracy shit. You quickly find out the person you're talking to that says anything about the gold standard doesn't know much at all about currency or bonds or treasury or anything. They just have this weird fetish of making money worth something like tangible in their head.
Permanently. Yeah, permanently.
It's
So
not-
it doesn't just continue to rise and our wages don't keep up. I didn't vote for this, This
You would
is
have
not a democracy.
stagflation if you had
This is not
gold
even a
standard.
decent republic.
That's not. You would have stagflation. Your wages would go down. You'd be worth piss.
You are a good dude. You just don't think the same way I do. I'm telling you, as long as you have love in your heart, you're good, It's power that's corrupting this entire motherfucking ball of dirt that we're all on.
Yeah. Well, is there anything
Yes,
else
have a
you want to
good
say
night.
you like about Trump?
I want to like Trump, like you're saying, but no, I don't actually like him. He's just the lesser of the two evils. I just see the Democrats clearly don't like hide the fact that they're doing evil stuff. It looks like, but
The AI thing is
have
really
to
what you're
wait.
like. The AI thing is like the big boogeyman for you. Like it's the most evil thing we could do.
Yes, the purpose of money is to allow everyone the ability to survive. So the end goal of this is literally just universal basic income. Everyone has a digital thingy. AIs are working, and
That
if
is
you
inevitable.
do anything bad, then they will turn off your stuff. You ate too many cheeseburgers. You did too much gas. You went on too many flights.
Do you think there's a version of our future where AI does not run everything?
One where a third political party rises up and says, fuck all the banksters that bought both the blue and the red sides. We're going to do this now. Fuck the IRS. Fuck the Federal Reserve. Fuck the United Nations.
That doesn't
fuck
answer
the
my
Bank of
question.
International Settlements. Fuck the World Health Organization.
That doesn't mean anything. Like every other country is going to do it too. So if we resort back to non-AI like methods and it's not as efficient as the other countries who are doing AI, we fall behind. We get fucked, and just because of some superstitious nonsense that you might believe, I just don't think it's a good idea.
No, we wouldn't get fucked if we only let locals use non-AI, then we'll be good. But when you're using AI from other countries or whatever, like if people need jobs. You can't just replace us with robots. We need a fucking job.
Well, they can. They will. We're just gonna have
I know, but
universal
that makes
basic
our
income.
purpose in life.
That is an
That makes our
inevitable.
purpose in life to be a peasant, like of the Matrix or the Hunger Games or Wall-E.
I get why you might have an existential crisis about that being reality, but that is coming. That if we're not going to be living amongst the AI machines, we're going to be the losing population. So
But bro, so if you knew Democrats would allow that, because I know Republicans and Democrats will allow it. That's why I'm telling you I don't fuck with either party. But if you knew that Democrats would allow that to happen, you would say that it's okay because hopefully they actually have the right idea and goal and humanity and mankind for us.
no, like I think about 200 years in the future. I'm thinking it's like going to be 30 years. Think 200 years in the future. There's going to be nothing but self-automated just about anything unless you pay to maybe go work somewhere. I think like you're going to be given money to spend on like it's going to be something, right? There's going to have to be universal basic income because if you're using manual people for labor, you will be outcompeted. You will be fucked.
Yes, but if you banned AI taking over your industry, hopefully you would save your industry.
Yeah, but
then
China,
the rich dude who comes and just doesn't buy all the Amazon damn robots and stuff.
But okay, we ban AI here. Okay, we get what you want. China doesn't ban AI. They are building cars at 1/10 of the price. They're building everything at 1/10 of the price, and they're just running laps around us. They amount an empire 7 times bigger than us. But we have humans doing this or stepping on a little steppy thing. Like we would easily be overcome.
I would rather have my humanity to death instead of converting to transhumanism shit.
I don't think everyone's on board with that. I would much rather be able to do this and game all day, universal basic income, when that's a thing that we've figured out. I would love that. I would love to go eat ice cream or whatever instead of work every day. I'd be sick.
Yeah, but then when they start taking our freedoms and tell us you can't eat this much meat, you need to start buying these seaweed burgers or something. That's kind of wild, bro. Like I can't like be okay with that. Whoever the fuck says that's okay, I'm not with them. That's Republicans and Democrats.
That what is okay?
That they would control our behavior through the money, using money to control the way that we behave.
That's
they control
all.
the inputs.
That's already a thing. We've already, the government, if they wanted you to starve right now, they'd shut off your electricity and water. Boom, you're done.
I don't know. I just don't know how the Democrats are going to save us, bro. I don't think that they have the ability to. I literally think that we're stuck on this debt-based system. It's the B system.
I don't know what that means. I think Trump is extremely irresponsible in the way we're shaping AI. He is literally not even using a dental dam. He's got legs behind his head, allowing AI to do whatever they want. He tried to pass a law that you couldn't pass legislation on a state level to stop AI. He tried to do that. He is the bad guy here in your like nightmare scenario. He is that guy. Biden would have loved to come in and stop China from buying all of our AI and overdoing our AI capabilities, or he would have stopped all of this. He wouldn't have fucked over China and have them threaten to stop selling us rare earth minerals so that we can continue keeping up with the rest of the world with technology. We would have all that. I don't know. It's definitely not the same.
My real point is, okay, and now I actually realize why I like Trump. It's because Trump literally does do the middle finger thing to the United Nations and these big world organizations, but it doesn't seem like that the Democrats are doing that. They literally are like, oh yeah, let's do the green thing.
I think you're just a contrarian.
Good.
I think you're just contrarian. I think there's no reason to be against the UN. Like they're fine. For us to be all of the developed nations on Earth to collectively gather all of their scientists and their best minds and their engineers and go, here's what we've all figured out. What are your notes? And then they go, yeah, that's similar. And then we all come to an agreement, like in the developed world, this is the best vaccine, or this is the best way to do energy, or yes, there is a pollution crisis, or there is an environmental crisis. I think it's super important. And for Trump to just be like, fuck you, I'm against them, and he can allude to how corrupt it might be, that is very easy to get people on board. And the layman person who doesn't know fucking anything about United Nations might go, oh yeah, that sounds right. And if he does that 300 times, you're going to start a whole culture, a whole movement that's anti-government, just like Trump is doing, just like you're saying.
I mean, I do think that we need a revolution, bro. Don't you fucking agree? Honestly, being a Democrat, Democrats want to destroy the system. Republicans think that there's something here to save.
No, Democrats are just progressives. We just want to like keep building and keep refining the system. And I think Republicans like to point at all of the flaws and offer no solutions. Like they point at the homeless problem and they go, look how bad California is. It's all the homelessness. And then I ask Republicans, what do you do about homelessness that's so good? That's better than Democrats. They don't fucking know. They just look at all of the programs that we give to homeless people and like, look how corrupt that could be. Therefore, we shouldn't do any of it.
The last thing that I like about Trump is that he's like Christian, bro. He's like open about it. But I mean, he's probably actually Satanist, you know?
No, he's not.
He promotes Christianity.
He is not a Christian. What's Christian about Trump?
No, he promotes it. He is a Satanist. All the every leader ever has sworn power over love, but he displays Christian and he brings up the Christian group more than the Democrats would.
So Trump, the man who cheated on all of his wives, who fucked a porn star while his wife was at home taking care of 6-month-old Barron, and who grabbed a woman by the pussy and then called her horseface and not the chosen one, and that she's not his type. And who also has called multiple countries shithole nations, said horrible things about migrants, takes food and healthcare away from people and doesn't give it to them, and is shipping away migrants, like the opposite of what the Bible says. It says to treat people as if they're native, treat them equally. There's not a single thing Trump does that is Christian. He might go around holding a Bible and sells Bibles, which is also against the Bible, to put your name on the front of the goddamn Bible and sell it for $60 when he bought it from $3 from China. He's literally just grifting Christians like you.
Yes, but he is giving us a little bit of something to look up to almost. I mean, if we're dumb, which every American is.
You know, Biden went to church every Sunday.
Yes, but he promotes anti-Christian views and more of a atheist scientific.
Like what? What anti-Christian views does Biden promote?
It just seemed like the LGBTQ thing with the DEI just went super ham, bro. Like really hard for no
What
reason.
did Biden
and that was
introduce
just
with
'cause the
DEI?
Republicans made it look like that way.
Name one thing Biden did for either of those things, DEI or LGBTQ.
I don't ever attribute things to any certain person. It's literally a collaboration
You just
within
did.
the entire little system, you know? I mean, Biden, all of these leaders sit back and let this shit happen. I don't think that they purposefully are
What
the
happened?
ones doing it.
What's so bad about DEI? I still haven't figured out what you guys don't like about DEI. I don't think y'all know what DEI is.
It's about hiring people based on their missed opportunity perceived rather than their merit and
No,
what they're actually.
That's affirmative action. That was thrown out in the Supreme Court years ago. DEI is like blind resumes, right? So like if you cover the name on a resume and then look at all the resumes, that's DEI. So that because there's math out there that says you're 20% less likely to get a call back if you have a like cultural name. If you have like a black sounding name, you have a 20% chance of getting called back rather than a white sounding name. That's DEI. It has nothing to do with lowering merit, and this is the boogeyman that they put out there. You can't name one company with a policy like that.
Thanks. I mean, campuses and stuff. One of my friends was one of their like coordinators, or whatever. Like they have a counselor at the colleges that specifically is for that kind
Those
of
are
stuff. And some
private
certain
companies?
corporations also do.
Private companies can do what they want, right?
Yeah, but they're the ones who support all of the politics. They buy and pay for everything that we.
Corporations literally just go, how do we make more money? And then they see like studies from Forbes and Harvard that say DEI increases profit. So of course they're going to do it.
Yeah, but DEI is like, that's why when they ask you, is your name Zer or Zay Them or some shit, that's because of DEI, right? Because they want to give those people an opportunity. That's
I don't think that's a real thing either. Pronouns are not a DEI thing. Like workforces, like companies do honor those things, and that's their personal decision. And this is just us as a society evolving. Like a few years ago, people were just saying the N-word out loud, right? And now that's wrong. And we've also found ways to comfort people who aren't just straight, roughback, hicks. There are gay people out there. There are non-binary people. There's trans people out there, and we can just like try to figure out a way to be nice to them. I don't think that's horrible.
They said that some of the Secret Service that were women when Trump was shot, they were DEI hires because they were women or whatever, and that might be true. They might have had some thing where they're like, we're going to be more
you would have
inclusive or whatever, and
it's actually literally public information.
Or trans.
The criteria is public information for hiring on Secret Service, and there is no different criteria for women than men.
Yes, for hiring, but we'll never know these people's goals, man. You'll see the outline in the blueprint, but we'll never see where the end thing is.
What is DEI? What is getting rid of DEI going to do to help us know people's motives for working?
It would let us know just who they are and how they do stuff, not exactly how they're oriented and if they are perceived as being having less opportunity and being downtrodden. So now we need to raise them. That's what the DEI thing is.
This is not what DEI is. Like that's a huge crazy straw man of DEI, but like DEI is like what I just said, covering up people's names on resumes. Instead of hiring your son to be promoted to manager, you promise to advertise the job for 3 months on Indeed in a 30-mile radius. That's DEI. I think you just keep reverting back to affirmative action and where people were hired based on something other than merit, I guess. And I still think that we have a lot of making up to do anyway with some of the atrocities we've committed as a nation. There was a lot of groups that have been held back historically because of laws that stop them from getting credit cards or houses or anything just as soon as like the 80s. It's not that long. These people are all still alive who went through Jim Crow. They absolutely should be pushed ahead a little bit, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. There's no detriment to our society that you can point to, and like I said, there's nothing but studies that show that DEI helps companies become more profitable, more efficient, and better. So there's no actual bad outcome of DEI. I think it's just the quiet racism dog whistle that Trump has found that has gotten traction, just like CRT. Everybody hated CRT, but nobody could tell me what it was, and that quickly died in a few months.
Nope.
You still there?
Yep.
Anyway, do you want to say one more thing before I move on to the next guest?
I feel like I'm done. I don't know how else to. I just, yeah. I mean, I know. I just don't think the Republicans are the answer, but I mean, I don't think the Democrats are either. But yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, I just don't know how you don't see it either. You know, because if the Democrats, how long would they have to be in power to actually fix this thing? Do you realize they can't fix it? Or you think that if we elected four
can't
in a
fix
row
what?
or three in a row, the state of the society?
I don't know what that
America.
means. What's wrong with it?
We are having our purpose taken from us in life. I can't have a house. I can't have a family. What am I supposed to do? Just fuck off and have fun all day?
If you take the time to look at what that is a product of, I promise you wouldn't vote Republican, man. If you look at the wealth gap, if you look at trickle down economics and what Republicans have ran on and constantly emptying the bottom half or the middle of the economy and giving it to rich people in hopes that it trickles back down to you and gives you a job or something, I think that you're just going to have this revelation. If you look at 1980s when Reagan got in office and he fucked up the entire American economy for decades, he gave huge tax breaks to ultra wealthy. And since then, you can just see the divorce of the middle class and the top class just running fucking away from as fast as possible. And it's so big now that they have so much money. They're just controlling politics and they're tricking people into voting for them over and over again. And I don't know what else to tell you, but we are on the opposite side of that. Like, we are trying to constantly claw back what they have fucked up over the last 40 years and try to revive the middle class and give opportunity back to the middle class, give social mobility and economic mobility to people that aren't rich and that can't buy a house just like you. Kamala wanted to build houses so that houses were cheaper. Trump has just opened the floodgates to allow all of his rich friends to buy all the fucking houses. It's going to make it more expensive for you. It is not the same.
I know. We're going to own nothing and be happy. Right? No matter which party we choose, it's going to end up like that. Because that's what I'm saying. If we voted for Democrats 4 times in a row, would there actually be social mobility and there would be good things in there and they wouldn't have to raise the retirement age and Social Security wouldn't run out and all this shit?
We do
that. All these problems are on purpose.
And then Trump and Republicans come in and they fucking claw away at Social Security. They gut it so they can give tax breaks. Social Security was already supposed to increase in the retirement age because of the baby boomers. So if you look at a population chart, the people who were born at a certain time when the baby boomers were born, there's a huge increase in adults. So when those people came to age, it really put a strain on Social Security and you had to raise the age. And that's all that is. I don't think that if you really look at the details of all of this stuff, it's not the big crazy scary monster, that you think it is. I think it's pretty simple. But anyway, I've had you for 45 minutes, so I'm gonna let you go. Thank you. You're welcome back anytime, dude. All right.
Thanks, man.
All right. You too. Guys, I've been talking fast in small spurts. And I hate it because I feel like Ben Shapiro. And I don't want to fucking be do walk in instead. Your points are wrong. Hello?
Hello?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I've talked to you before. I was just wondering, like, so are you and it's just like one question. I'm just wondering one thing. So like you're probably like against like non-free market, right?
I'm against
I cut
non-free.
out.
Can you
Sorry.
take all the double negatives out of there? Am I against free market?
No, like not having free market. I mean, having free market. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm
Like,
for
I
a
don't
free
know why.
market.
Yeah. Are you?
I think that is
Probably, right?
I think it's a very bland, a very vague statement. Like, I think generally free markets are better. Yeah.
I just didn't know because like I feel like a lot of Democrats like complain about how like the tariffs are taking away free market, but technically there was never free market when we were with other countries because they were already tariffing our exports. We just never really tariffed their exports or our imports.
That doesn't mean what you
But I
think
was
it
just wondering
means. That doesn't mean what you think it means.
what.
If a country was charging their own citizens taxes on buying our imports or exports, that doesn't really hurt my feelings.
No, they were tariffing us though before like the tariffs even happened. You know,
you don't get that. What does that mean? When you say they tariffed us, who paid that?
we did. The taxpayers probably.
No.
Who pays it then? The government?
Their
U.S.
country.
government?
Their country. You see how that works?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought, man, maybe I'm wrong. I thought the tariffs. So like when China makes 10%, I thought we have to. That causes us to. But
No,
I guess I'm wrong.
when
man,
Trump
huh?
tariffed the whole world, that's a tax on you and me, on the United States. He's like, take that
So, like,
and
the
raise your taxes.
I guess that's not bad then. I don't know. Then what did the tariffs do? Like when China was tariffing us 10% before, because I thought it was always that we like the U.S. government.
I know, and
or
Trump
like the
lied.
company that's exporting it out.
Trump wants you to believe that. He has said that 1,000 times, and it's factually untrue. It's fake. He's a liar. That's why we hate him. He's a fucking baby back bitch. He might actually believe it. I don't know, but he says
other countries it hurts them.
It reduces how much we buy from them, so it hurts the revenue.
Yeah, but wouldn't they have to make it more, or I don't know, make it less expensive or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not too familiar with the tariffs. That's on me.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's all right. But yeah,
Sorry.
I think Trump came out and what you just said is a perfect example of what he wants everyone to believe. What you just explained is perfect, and it's not true. When he put a tariff on the United States, we pay it, and he hates Republicans do not want to hear about people raising their taxes, so he has to constantly say it that other countries pay the taxes. It's not true. We pay it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
No,
right.
yeah. But I was just trying to like ask about like, I mean, I was talking about the free market, but then I was just like confused how like everybody supports Mandani because he's kind of like against that with the rent control and stuff like that.
Again, like that's
I don't know.
It's not black and white. You can't just say I love free markets and then say I gotcha. Everything that you do manipulating the market is not a free market.
I mean, rent control is pretty bad though. Rent control is bad.
It is bad. And
Oh God, rent control is bad.
I've looked at it. It is bad. I've looked at it. There's far-reaching consequences.
He's not going to probably do that though. I feel like that was more of like, you know how Trump what does that sound? You know how Trump kind of, or like any politician, they're going to say something. Get more votes. He's probably not going to implement that. So, I mean, his other policies are pretty good. Like the bus thing, he probably won't be able to do either, which is good. But I mean, the taxing the rich. But I mean, I'm just yapping. But one thing I do like about Trump is, you know, I really do support like the immigration, getting rid of illegal immigration. I really do. I know you guys are gonna say like, well, we need illegal immigrants, but it's just, I don't know, if you let all, because at the end of the day, like, we can try to make the way to citizenship like easier, because it's definitely way harder to become a legal citizen. But even if you make it the easiest it can do and like have so many people be able to get their legal citizenship, you're still gonna get illegal immigrants. So like, I don't know.
Hey, Nate.
I personally
Nate,
don't think, because then it comes to an overflow, right?
Nate, are you over 18?
Huh? Yeah.
I think now I remember. Hello? Hello? What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, did he get off,
What's up,
Nate?
are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, did Nate get off already?
I booted him. I booted him.
Oh, never mind then. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I support Trump, but I mean, I mostly just wanted to kind of help Nate understand that whole tariff thing, because you're right, a lot of people don't understand it correctly.
There's an echo
But
coming through. Are you in the
I,
car? There's an echo coming through. Are you in the car?
I am. You can hear that?
Yeah. Yeah.
1 second. Hello?
There you go.
Was that better?
Yeah. All right. What do you like about Trump?
Okay. I mean, I really don't mind the whole, trying to fix the economy with tariffs and stuff. I mean, here's the thing. The reason why I'm a supporter of the tariffs, and I do understand it the way it works. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, yeah, that country's going to pay the extra money and we're not, blah, blah. It's not like that. That's kind of what I wanted Nate to understand. So I'm in the artificial turf world business. I'm not sure if you know much about it. So we provide American-made turf to our clients, right?
Hmm?
We pay a pretty good premium to offer that to our clients. We want to remain a good company, an American-made company. What's happening is we got other guys. You got, Joe Schmo in a truck that's selling Chinese products. And he's undercutting us by like $2, $3, $4, $5 a square foot. I'm struggling to keep my guys busy. I don't want to go down the route of, all right, fine, you can't beat them, join them. I'm going to buy Chinese products myself. So I don't want to do that. I still want to provide my American-made products. I still want to sell at a value that makes sense to everyone. But
here's the problem with that.
Here's the thing. Go ahead.
The problem with that is you are one person. You might be losing some profit, but you just explained to me the damning problem with what you just said. You just explained to me how all of these other people are also becoming successful selling products from China. I could care less about you if the masses are also becoming successful.
But I'm not talking about just profit. I'm talking about trying to keep guys busy. I got employees.
Okay,
I got like
all
40
these people have employees too.
I'm trying to employ. Yeah, you should see the way they operate, man. But here's the thing.
I've been in
By
construction.
leveling the
I've been in
playing field-
contracting. I know how this game
Yeah.
goes. I know
Well,
how
you
to
gotta-
point to the
you gotta level
companies
the
and be like,
playing field,
they're bad. They do this, they do that. I get that.
Okay,
Everyone's
so how
trying
do
to
we
make
get
their
out?
own
How do
money.
we go back? How do we go back to buying American-made products again, man? How can
Why
we
do
do
we
that?
want to
Like
do
how
that?
can you level? Why? I mean, because you're manufacturing it. You're supporting your own country that's making the stuff that's providing it to
But
our
you're
own
going to lose
country.
jobs, right? So we're going to lose jobs for a few
How do we lose
manufacturing
jobs?
jobs. We're going to lose jobs about all of the competitors you just
This is
explained to
just
me
one
is
industry.
pushing you out of
This is
the.
just one industry.
Yeah, I know. So
It's just one
multiply this
industry.
times a billion. Yeah.
Right. So it's happening. I mean, I really don't care, to be honest with you, man. I rather Joe Schmo down the street pay extra money to make it more fair for us to compete in the same industry. I'd rather do that.
So you
Give
just
me a
don't
fair
like
shot to
competition.
sell
Yeah.
my product. I'd rather compete. I'd rather compete
No,
rather
you
than
don't
get
want
shut out.
competition. That's what it is. You don't want the
I
competition.
rather want the competition, dude.
No, you don't.
I'd rather have a fair shot. I'd
No,
rather
you
both
don't
of us
want a fair
come to the
shot.
same customer.
You want Trump to save you from the
How is that
competition.
not fair? No. Here's the thing, dude. Why would I want to be able to say, hey, it's okay, man, go ahead and call this guy. He's selling for $5 less because he's buying a Chinese product where he's not.
I'll tell you exactly
not-
why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because
Why?
China is making these U.S. Companies compete. So for 10 years, a company who makes turf is sitting there doing science, trying to figure out how to undercut China or trying to make a higher quality product. And then that creates a space in your market and creates jobs. You hate competition, so you want everyone to kick their feet up that are just like you, and you want to be able to sell things at a high price and make maximum profit, while all these other people who could be doing the same thing don't make any money.
It's the same profit margin, dude. No matter what the cost is, you're just trying to
That's not
you're trying to make a stable profit. You're trying to make a stable profit margin. That's all
Yeah,
you're trying
so
to do.
then
Make
sell
a good
Chinese
profit margin.
goods.
Whether I'm spending, whether I'm buying it for $1 a square foot, whether I'm buying it $3
Then
per
sell
square
Chinese
foot, it's
goods.
just gonna be a good profit margin. I guess we have to, right?
Yeah,
So
you'll be
we kill
profitable.
we kill our manufacturing industry to do that, right?
Yeah, because you're just killing salespeople and the other vertical parts of the industry if you're not.
I don't believe in that, man. That's why. I mean,
Okay,
we all have our passion.
we have
You know what I mean?
economic
I don't
data.
agree that's the way to go.
Well, this is the economic data that is showing us like we are seeing companies just laying the fuck off of people like right now. Like, wouldn't you see them doing the opposite? They're just
No,
laying
I mean,
everyone
dude,
off. Unemployment's up.
So here's the thing. So how would you feel that you went ahead and went the cheaper route, and you have to go and replace your Chinese-made product 2 years later, and the neighbor next door that paid a little bit more is not replacing this for like another 10, 15 years?
This is a false
Like,
equivalence.
how's that a false equivalence? It's happening all the time, dude. I'm replacing turf that was defected by Chinese manufacturers. How is that false?
Yeah, and
It's happening, dude.
It's
You can't tell me
again,
not. It is.
China makes every type of good, right? They make low quality, they make high quality. They are far more industrialized. So even if you try to say American made is better, it's not. They're probably way better at making shit in China. But
Here's the
it's
thing,
not
dude. It's easier to get a claim approved through an American process as opposed to, hey, let me see who picks up the phone across the seas so I can try to get you a rebate or try to get you some type
That's
of
just
refund.
a sales point.
That's the problem, man. Well, that's just it, dude. I'm telling you, it's true though.
No, it's not,
true.
because
These Chinese manufacturers,
they could just have a call. They could just have a call center in India.
Okay, man. All right. Well, anyway, that was my opinion. That's why. I mean, I just feel like it's. I witness it. I'm experiencing it. I just think it's okay. I mean, it's okay to do that. It's okay to say, hey, listen, if you want to compete, you need to at least pay your fair share. You need to pay money if you want to go across the seas and bring this stuff in. I mean, that's all. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that.
Like, that is a
And what about,
gesture.
like,
That is not an
Chinese-
economic, like, sound thing to do. It's just a gesture.
Okay, that's fine. But that was my reason, man.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming
All
up,
right.
dude.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Oh. Like, literally, it was a perfect example. He talked about all of his competition. Like, this is America, right? Like, you're talking about everybody, not just you. He just explained how his competition is going to be cut out of the market and people are going to lose jobs. Hello.
Pickles.
What's up, David?
I'm here to give you the $40.
God damn it, David.
Hey, how long, say we do ship all our manufacturing base to China, right? Is that you think that's a security threat or no?
No.
Okay. So we get a HOTWAR with China. Do they keep supplying us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why it's very good to have these types of relationships with China, because they would also rely on us to buy those things so that their economy doesn't collapse. So they wouldn't want to go to war with us.
We're in a hot WAR with China, right? And you're saying that we're going to continue to be you don't think they'll like give us shortages, or you think they'll just give us enough to keep,
No,
plugging along?
I'm talking about the likelihood of us going to war with somebody because we have such a strong trade relationship with them. We won't. I think that it would.
So
it's
when
preventative.
Oh, okay. So when they invade Taiwan, what do we do?
I don't know. Are we like right? This explains perfectly why I'm correct, because it's very difficult because we trade so much with them, right?
Okay, so they invade Canada. What do we do?
Same thing. We
Nothing?
defend Canada, but again, they have no reason
How?
to do that. Canada is now the sweetest sweetheart of China right now ever because of Trump. Thank Trump.
Mm-hmm. So China just decides to take Argentina. We're good with that?
I don't know.
Because that's what they're after is global dominance.
Dang, maybe we shouldn't be fucking removing all of our soft power.
Okay, so do you think we should fight them on the global dominance or just let them have it?
I think we should do soft power.
Just let them have it, and then we can just be one of their underlings, just like everybody else.
Or we can do soft power and spend a
Or
couple
their
billion
chat.
dollars not doing that.
Well, does the United States want global dominance?
Depends on how you describe global dominance.
Invading other countries for the purpose of securing it for their natural resources.
I don't know if we just invade them. Yeah, sure, but we don't actually like take their sovereignty. We usually just install different dictators. Yeah, we do it. We do a horrible flavor of imperialism, but I don't know how this makes everything okay.
Yeah. So you're okay though if we ship all of our manufacturing.
Yeah, I prefer to like do what I'm doing. I don't want to make Nikes.
Oh, just sit and well, you really don't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah, I do.
You'd have some sort of insurance. You're in poverty. Pickles, are you in poverty?
No, I actually have $0 of debt. Zero.
Okay, great. Are you making $100,000 at this?
I don't like to share how much I make.
So you are making $100,000 at this?
I don't like to share how much I make.
Well, people making $100,000, they'll just say I'm making $100,000.
I don't like to share how much I make.
Why? Because you don't pay proper taxes? Is that why you don't share it?
No, because I make donations, and you don't brag how much you make when in front of people who donate to you.
Oh, you make donations.
Yeah.
Boy, I would think the IRS would crawl up your ass. If you were making serious money, they'd crawl up your ass.
Okay. Oh,
'Cause I
thank God
guarantee you
Trump
don't
rolled back all of the IRS agents.
Thank
Biden.
God is right. But when the socialists come to power, Pickles, they're going to crawl up your ass and take your shit.
Or considering if you think if what you think is true and socialism comes to power, I will be gaining a lot more than what I would lose, right? Since I'm in such poverty.
You know, well, Bernie's plan is he wants everyone to keep $38,000. That's his plan. He says everyone can live on $38,000. You can keep it all. You can earn all you want, but everything else goes in the pot. You good with that?
Does that include rent and food?
Yeah, you get to keep $38,000.
Cool.
Good.
Pretty much what
By
I
the
live
way,
off of right now. Yeah,
your
sure.
Your basement's too big. You're gonna have to downsize.
All right, now you're stretching it, but I live in a basement.
No. There's gonna be 5 people in that basement with you.
I already have a house with 10 roommates. I think you're trying way too hard to scare me. I am going to literally, if anything,
you're gonna live like a migrant.
If
you're gonna live like a migrant.
That was a. Okay.
Do migrants live 20 people in a house?
Yeah, and so do fucking hillbillies.
Not by choice.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, do you got your $40 yet? Since you're all pro. By the way, what kind of labor does China use?
Same we do.
Oh, did they use? Are they making $75,000 a year?
They don't need to. Their cost of living is way lower.
Oh, are they children? Are they using some children?
Working age is 16, just like here. Actually, it's like 14 or 15 here in some states.
Oh, okay. So how are the working conditions?
Probably not as bad as working in a meat factory overnight like the 14-year-olds in Florida.
I bet you're wrong. I bet you they chain the kids into the factory.
Uh-huh.
But you're okay with that. Do they use slavery?
We do. So you have a problem with that all of a sudden?
Do they use slavery in China?
I don't know. Do they?
You're
They use prison
pro-slavery.
labor, right? We use prison labor.
Oh, so Uyghurs are prisoners. That's what you're saying.
Okay, well, sure. That whole
But
thing
they're
is bad.
prisoners.
Yeah, and we do the same thing with our prisoners, right?
Did our prisoners? What did the crimes that Uyghurs committed? What were their crimes?
I don't know. What was the crime that Mahmoud Khalil committed?
Who's that?
The guy arrested for practicing his First Amendment, right? Speaking
What
out
did he
for
do?
Palestine.
What did he do?
He was pro-Palestinian on a college campus. That's what he did.
Oh, was he here on a visa?
Yep.
So he was a guest.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Do guests
do you
have
think that
First
we
Amendment
can tell
rights?
guests to leave?
Do guests have First Amendment rights?
Do guests get asked to leave?
For what? Depending on what?
Because they find that to be disruptive and starting riots?
Can't do that.
Is that the Columbia protest you're talking about, where they broke into the
you'd have to
buildings?
substantiate how he told
Wait,
and he
wait.
advocated for
Did
violence.
they break into buildings in Columbia's protest?
Should we deport Trump? He
You
did that
just
to the
pivoted,
Capitol.
man. You just pivoted. Did they break into buildings?
Did Mahmoud do that?
Is Mahmoud actually on the same level as Trump?
He's much lower.
Right.
Yeah.
So Mahmoud really probably doesn't have the same rights since he's a guest in
He
our
has
country
all of the same First
on
Amendment
a
rights.
student visa.
He has all of the same rights besides voting. All of them.
Oh, okay. So if Mahmoud decides to break into more buildings and cause problems,
You
should
get
we
arrested.
just
Yeah, if you actually
Why?
breaking energies against the law, if he was charged with
By the way,
that,
he did
that's
get arrested.
you would have a case. You have a case if
get
he was
arrested.
charged for breaking and entering.
did
You would
get
have a case.
arrested.
What did he get arrested
He
for?
did
What
get
was his
arrested.
charge?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you don't because he
Tell
didn't
me.
have one. He didn't have a fucking charge.
Why'd they arrest him then?
Because he was pro-Palestine.
No, I don't think that was the charge.
Yeah, there was no charge.
Did they deport him?
I don't know.
I don't think they did.
Yeah,
So
this
your
is
point
pretty bad.
Your point is ridiculous.
But you just said that they should have.
Man didn't even get deported.
So you were for it until you found out he didn't get deported.
No, I knew he didn't get deported.
Well, you wanted him to, right? You think you should have been?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well, there you go.
But you think that we have such a fascist nation that it would have been easy to deport him. Well, it wasn't.
Oh man, dang! I guess we're not in fascist nation if Mahmoud Khalil is still here, even though Trump is
Well,
literally
if it
labeling
was
me
fascist,
a terrorist.
He wouldn't even have done anything.
That's not true. Just
would've
because
just kicked his
fascist creep
ass
isn't
out.
immediate doesn't mean it's the worst case scenario as soon as it happens.
He would be gone.
I could be
Well,
before the next 4
why
years are
would you
over.
say- first of all, you also said that we're in a fascist nation. Yeah, we have this protest.
Okay, Nicholas, thank you so much for the $40. Says David sucks, and Alexis, thank you for the $5 earlier. Said that Nickelback is iconic. And then I have a content comment on YouTube that says they moved to a country with a shitty military. Oh no. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Somewhat, yeah, but I just kind of want to argue two topics. So one being New York City and the other one being California.
Okay.
So, in California, if Gavin Newsom and his administration were to fix the homelessness, they would lose over $30 billion or close to $30 billion in funding.
From?
Okay. From the state of California and the government. So
wait.
what they do, so literally this
Wait.
is
If they didn't have homeless people, they would just be able to keep that money, right?
they wouldn't get funded the money.
Who funds it?
Here it's like an
This makes no sense. They pay more into the federal government than they receive.
yeah. It's okay. It's called an HHAP fund, and that's from the state. So what taxpayers pay into, and then from the government, which is just regular governmental funding. So pretty much what they do is like they will let these people if they remove these pretty much drug zombies and they remove the drug movement. Listen, they will lose the funding.
Okay, here's the conundrum you're in. If there was a way to remove homelessness, we would immediately have way more than $30 billion. Okay, because all these people would be then working and paying taxes. That's crazy.
You're saying give them all jobs.
Yeah, sure. Or houses or anything. Yeah.
So how much per person? How much
this
per
is-
person
This is
would
the
it
big
cost?
boogeyman. This is the big
Wait,
boogeyman.
wait. No, this is a good question. How much per person would it cost to, transform into a, I guess, regular citizen, or I
To
guess a provider.
transform them, it could be insane.
Yeah.
I think the United States,
Per
if we fixed
citizen.
homelessness, it was like $100 billion is an estimate per year. So 30 billion for California sounds about right. Maybe less, maybe shy of what's appropriate.
So, but this is what I'm saying. They have the funding, but they don't fix it.
This is
Why?
a demon. Do Republicans do anything for homelessness?
Well, I don't really want. I mean, I don't even know. I
No,
haven't
this is the truth of it.
researched
This is the
into it.
truth
No,
of
no.
it. Do they
yeah,
do anything? No.
dude, I'm open to hearing like
Absolutely not. They
whatever.
don't do anything. They remove social programs. They put more people. They kick them off of SNAP. They kick them off of Medicare and Medicaid. They remove tax programs and safety nets for more homeless people. They don't actually
mean,
fix it. And then they yell at
yeah.
California. They say, look at all these homeless people. There's nothing that they do that would help out the homeless population. So, of course, you have the weird conspiracies like this pop up, but you absolutely, the people funding the homeless program literally legitimately just probably want to help homeless people. They want less people filling up the hospitals and the fucking in the prisons, because that costs money. There's literally a balance, a budget where you can see if you inject money into the homeless population, you save money in hospital and prisons.
Interesting take. I like that a lot. That was a really good argument. I'll have to think on that one. Let's. I want to move on to the second point just to kind of keep it rolling here. So New York City. So it's a very simple equation, kind of. It's like if you tax the rich leave, the low income, move in for the benefits of said taxes. But then the taxes leave, and then they have to tax from the citizens, and then the low-income citizens actually are getting taxed.
I think this is also silly. Think about the person making a financial decision where to live. You're rich, right? These are the people with $1 million are going to have their taxes increase. You're a millionaire. You're shopping for a house, and you're already looking in New York, the third most expensive city in the world, and you're going to cry when taxes go up 2%. You're already paying 300% market price for your house. I'm sorry, but if that's what breaks it, you can leave. That's dumb.
Right. I mean, would we assume that it's going to stay at 2%?
Even if it goes up 10, I don't care. If you actually just do a cross budget of what people pay in New York versus like Texas sometimes pays more. This is just a boogeyman, dude. And they offer less.
Interesting. All right. Well, what about the okay, he said he was gonna give everybody free housing, but the only thing that he's pretty much allowed to do and enforce is 25% of it. So the farthest he can get, and I can't explain this well, but if you want to fact check or whatever, but the farthest he can get in some sort of, do they call it like passing the bill? And I guess for mayors, like, but anyway, the farthest he can get is 25% of the houses free.
Okay.
So that's his limit. So the idea of like free housing it's kind of like, well, for 25%.
I think the American public supporting this in general is going to show that we are going to have a windfall of more politicians jumping on bandwagon. The historic landslide victory for Mamdani is definitely going to awaken more people to rise to the surface and probably do things just like that. We'll probably find more people cooperating up and down the ballot for things like this. We have entire countries practicing this on a much bigger scale already, and for us to kind of take away the propagandized version of how, I don't know, California or New York is going to burn down now that we started doing a little bit of free busing is silly. Like, there's countries with free healthcare, and they're just fine.
Sure. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time. It was good arguments there.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Have a good one. Hello?
Did you summon me?
I don't know. Did I?
I got a bat signal, but I haven't heard anybody talking about trans stuff in this live yet, so who knows?
I don't know. I always love seeing you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing way awesome. I'm just doing the thing.
That is fantastic. I'm painting a picture of Leafy on right now.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was. I have been getting back into arts and crafts, so
That's healthy behavior. Acu, are you here?
Yes, I am. I'm 18, born 2006, December 8th.
All right. I'm gonna get the next debate. I love you, Doctor.
Later, John.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
All right. What do you like about Trump?
I like his new policy that he passed like last week.
Joe, thank you for the $150.
Hey, yo, Chad, thank you for the 4 bits.
Best, most respectful debates. Thank you for taking the time to be so educated about all this. Joe, thank you so much. Joe's in the chat. J-O, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, Joe.
Thank you. All right. Sorry. What did you say?
I really like him because of the just what made me like him more was the new law that he passed last week.
What did he pass?
He passed the law that called you a fucking nigger, 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 faggot retard, nigger, nigger.
Guys, sometimes you just got to let it happen. It's more awkward for them. Anyway, what's up, Cloud?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was just gonna comment on the previous guest, not the one you just had, other than he's horrible. But for the housing stuff in California, we've actually got Newsom just approved, I think in 2022 or 23, $75 million for 200 new homes in Oakland, Santa Clara, and Ventura. We have an entire proposition that we voted on, I think a couple years ago, that gave funding for 200 new tiny homes in LA and with additional unhoused services, educational stuff, schmug addiction, like getting off of that. And so to say that California is not doing anything for the unhoused is completely asinine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
I love that. Thank you. W Cloud.
Yes, can you drop me? My phone's being weird.
I gotcha. Guys, MAGA's not racist. They're sick of hearing it too. Okay? They're sick of it.
I love you.
I'm not letting this next guest up because there were 2 people with the same exact profile picture. And I think it's fake. Joe's again in the chat, guys. You have no idea how much it means to me when you guys send donations like that. That is awesome. That is insane.
Hi there.
Hi. Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
I am. I voted for him this election.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
Well, I like the fact that he's strict on police. I like that because we need police in this country, to be frank. And I really feel like lately with like the radical left and what they're doing to this country, I just can't stand by it. Like with the George Floyd riots and stuff, that was unspeakable. They robbed targets. That's not good. So I like that. And I like his stance on immigration. I think people need to come here legally and do it the lawful way. And yeah.
I love you, Naomi. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
I can't cosplay. I wish I could. I can't do it. Look at Pickles laying upside down, by the way, chat. Gong show tonight? I'm summoning the good ones. I'm not really all sorry. We figured, Naomi. We figured. We figured. Happy Thursday from the beautiful, shitty city of Chicago. God, I did not mean to say shitty. Freudian slip. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Hello. All right. What do you like about Trump?
I like his immigration policies.
Okay. Why is immigration so important to you? He's like, I never really thought about it like that. Never really thought. Never really thought about that. Whoever sent the galaxy, by the way, I love you. Who sent the galaxy earlier? Guys, I have a really hard time stopping my train of thought and thanking people for stuff, or like if I see a donation, I legit forget to verbalize it. If I miss something, please tell me, because I appreciate every one of y'all. I feel like one of these is fake. Hello?
Yep.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay, what do you
2005.
like about Trump?
I like his policies about the niggers and the Jews and how they're all gonna be deported. And the faggots. They're all gonna be fucking deported. And you can't do anything about it. Fuck you.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am. This is my wife's account.
Why do you sound
So,
like you're like making a voice?
it's my accent. Can't judge the niggers in outer space, you fucking nigger. Donald Trump is the best president of all time, and you can't stop him from doing the niggers and the Jews having sex.
Guys, racism's over. Why do liberals cry so much? Racism's over. Pickles, is racism over?
I fucking hate niggers, you fat fucking Jew. Nigger, 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 nigger.
Yeah. 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 Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
I honestly like Donald Trump's immigration policy.
Okay. Why is immigration so important to you?
Well, if they're illegal, they should like get out of the country.
I mean, I get it, I get that whole sentiment, but like, why is this something so important? Like if I one day made like shoestrings illegal, and wanted to spend 140 billion dollars on getting everybody with white shoestrings out of here, people would have questions like, why do you want to do that? Why? Like, they wouldn't just say, listen, white shoestrings are illegal. I want to know, why is this so important to you?
Well, I honestly believe that it's important to me because like the Jews and the niggers and when they fuck each other and they
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See what we got here, chat? Yeah, I feel like I just tuned into the Young Republicans text chat. Guys, we don't speak Republican. We don't all speak Republican. You're gonna have to spell this one out for me. I think you need to reset. We already did a reset today. We just gotta caress that algo for another week or two. Reset gift goal already? What is this? There's like 3 together. Yellow?
Nigger, 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 nigger.
Dude, someone needs to call his mom. Didn't he give his actual birthday too? Didn't he give his actual birthday? He needs the chancla. uh... You yelled at Mike Johnson on his social media today. Thank you for that, Heather. Thank you for doing that for us. Remember Giselle? Yeah. It was yesterday. Guys, I'm like scarred now. I don't want to let people up. Guys. Um Yeah. 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 Get something to eat. I haven't eaten today, yo. Guys, I think my nicotine intake is on such a level right now that my appetite's nothing. And I have to like go for extra appetizing food. Like I'm not hungry enough to eat tacos, but I could probably go eat sushi. I might go eat some sushi. Just some hand rolls. No. No, I can cook pork chops. I'm gonna cook a pork chop. I can eat that. Indian sounds good too. I'm gonna cook a pork chop. Stop nicotining then, guys. This girlish figure is not gonna make itself. Making white chicken chili is great. I hate these racists. So unoriginal. Thank you for the $5, Liz. You gotta go, Joe. Love you. Thank you so much again. I'm gonna make pork chops in the air fryer. I'm gonna make the Ziara special on the Bobby. I'm gonna make the Ziara, the pork special. White chicken chili is delicious. W. Joe. I'm literally about to pick up smoking again. This country hits stress. Don't do it. Just do these. Do these. Do that. Don't smoke. It's gross. It smells. It smells like butts. The pork special on the Bobby. Is Yara gone? She was in here earlier. Is there all you can eat sushi? Not near me, but they have them somewhere. Guys, do the people in the box have more than 10 followers? The mouth pill is going to make your gums recede.
Fucking nigger. Fucking nigger. Nigger, nigger.
Oh my lord. Let me get your opinion real quick, John.
Uh-huh.
So because I'm like I said, I'm working on this Pokemon picture, and I need somebody who actually understands Pokemon to critique it. So
Ooh.
this is acrylic impressionism of Leafeon.
Ooh, that is sick. I was actually thinking about how Leafeon might be one of my favorites recently.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me about doing a Leafeon and an Umbreon, and I also have Vaporeon over here. Let me grab it real quick. So
sick. That's awesome. Have I shown y'all my Game Boys before?
No, I don't think I haven't seen them. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was getting the color scheme right. I still have to wait till this dries, and then I'm gonna go back over with my fine point acrylic pen to make sure I got the lines crisp in certain areas. And I'm not sure about the general shading, but I think this is kind of where I want to go with it. I may lighten the yellow some more because it's like it looks different on my phone than it does like in person. But I don't know. It might be different after the fact. Anyway.
This is my Pokemon Game Boy collection. This is my my family heirloom. I'm gonna pass it down to Pickles when I die. Bro, whatever. I love it. Did we lose you, Dr. Jace? Oh, you're muted.
What? Oh, I'm
There you
muted.
go. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I've been listening to your guests, and I'm just mesmerized at the number of people who only have 3 words in their vocabulary, and 2 of them are slurs.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the world coming to? When I was their age, I was not thinking about going into public spaces and using slurs, although I probably did, given that I was in the Navy at that time. But I have decided that the best way for us to combat the stupidity that is the current generation, because they all seem to be dumb these days, we ought to have with us as the selective service forces 18-year-olds to line up, and I think we should extend this to men and women. But with young men, they should give out coupons for free vasectomies with every when you sign up for the selective service. And that way they can just go get clipped and snipped. Because the last thing we want is for these little fuckers procreating. Because I'm over it.
I'm on board with that. W vasectomies chat. Best thing that's ever happened to me. You could literally just divide my life into time periods before and after my vasectomy. It's great.
And I want to dispel a common misconception where vasectomies are concerned. This might be a little graphic, so trigger warning. When you get the clip and snip on the scrot, it is the current surgery is robotic. It takes about 30 minutes start to finish. They can do it in office. You don't even need an operating room. It's a little clip on the side, each side of the scrotum, and they go in there and they just chip and they cut the vas deferens so that it can't get anywhere. Now, some men are under the impression that they can't explode once they've had this procedure done, but that is simply not the case. You can go ahead and do your business, and you can get to completion. It's satisfying. It just doesn't have any sperm in it.
Exactly the same thing, yeah. It's just shooting blanks, mate.
Oh, Harry, listen, the idea of the tolerant left is out the window. I'm not the tolerant left by any, I'm the intolerant left. The idea that I have to be accepting of unacceptance or tolerant of intolerance is called the tolerance paradox. And I'm so sorry that you're not smart enough to understand that. I don't have to be kind to my oppressor. It's just simply that simple. And Ice Hennessy is Crazy Pants. That's John. We know who he is. And, you can never, ever should be platformed. The guy's insane. I guarantee you he's got 7 shots of gin in his system right now. Good lands.
It is 7:30.
It's 5:30 for me.
My husband has expected me. An eldest son did too after 2 children, my only grandchildren. I don't know. I might be calling it here soon. For the sake of some food and some Final Fantasy.
Ooh, Final Fantasy. So I have the Final Fantasy that's got like 10 of them on the same disc. And then I've got the Kingdom Hearts that I had started replaying from the Kingdom Hearts, but in the not the order that they were released, but the order they should have been story wise. And I wasn't even halfway finished with Kingdom Hearts 1, the remix, before my son had to have his surgery, and so I never did go back and play it. So I need to go back and play it some more. Did you like Kingdom Hearts, Pickles?
I actually didn't play it when it came out, and I tried to not too long ago, and the game didn't age well. Like, especially, I think the second one, it was like this weird, empty game. I love the characters. I love Sephiroth. I love Cloud. I love the Disney thing. The whole concept and the fighting system is sick, but I really like the world building they do in Final Fantasy. and the score, like the music that they do. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII is the one that had 3 or 4 discs. It was my favorite game of all time. The music
Yep.
that went with that game is absolutely, it's still so mind-blowingly good and like emotionally like insane to play. It's crazy. I don't know, but it did something irreversible to me. I'm in love with the entire franchise of Final Fantasy.
I have to agree with you. It did say, I don't know if you guys, if people don't know the story of Square Enix, you should look it up. It's probably one of the greatest comeback stories in history.
Yeah, Final Fantasy was their last shot, or they just thought it was done. They launched a game.
They
They're like,
did.
all right, then it took off, and it revived Square Enix, or it was SquareSoft at the time.
It was so cool. I remember when it happened. I was like, "Oh man," because they made a lot of cool games, but they just couldn't keep up with the market. Like they weren't good enough to compete with like Nintendo and Sega at the time. And then out of the blue, they come up with this turn-based concept of fantasy with this powerful storyline. And even in 8-bit, that shit was still epic.
Mhm.
If I have a friend of mine who has an 8-bit blue mage on his freaking tattoo, it's wonderful.
That is fucking sick. Blue mages are sick. I'm playing a now I was a white mage in my game. It's actually incredible the characters you can make in the Final Fantasy 14, but I play a little short little person, and it's his name is Pickles McChicken, but it's a sage or it used to be a white mage. But I'm just cute this cute little potato dude that throws heals to everybody.
That's sweet. They'll never be able to compete. I mean, nothing will ever be able to compete with that. I mean, I don't know. It's such a brilliant concept, and they'll never have to worry about anything. Man, they could go fucking bankrupt right now and be set for life.
Thinking of becoming a summoner. Um, yeah, I hope they don't go anywhere. I know that Final Fan the game I'm playing is actually one of the 2 biggest MMOs online right now. They have roughly like 1 million daily users, and so does World of Warcraft. So they're up there. They're making good money, and I heard someone say this. It was fucking what's his name, Thor, who's now kind of I'm turned off by, but it's talking about how the gaming the market for in-app purchases and stuff has changed the gaming world so much. Like this game will be around for so long as they can do like sell little items. Like when World of Warcraft released a little horse mount, it was like $9.99.
Yeah.
That horse mount made more money than StarCraft 2.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I quit playing after Battle for Azeroth. I stopped that after because I got annoyed with Miss Pandaria, because they had an opportunity to do something awesome, and they came out with shit that looked like it was drawn by goddamn Looney Tunes, and it made me insanely mad. So then they overcompensated with Cataclysm and forced that shit out fast, and it became terrible. And so it made everybody so mad, and everything was overpowered, and they took away the level up system like they're supposed to, and revamped everything. They must have changed the build system a dozen times. And I was an alpha player for World of Warcraft. I played the original game before. Yeah, it was on the platform. And I was just the alpha version was great. Like when we were in there, I mean, it was required real thought. And that's one of the things I loved about it so much, is because it was not this brain dead numbers game. And then after Cataclysm and Mr. Draenor came out, And they added the whole build your own fort kind of a thing, and you do all these quests, so you could see your shit evolve over time. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I like world building stuff. And then they fucked that up. And I was like, can you guys just stop making great things and screwing it? Like, I mean, just fucking terrible. So then they had Legion, which was
I heard
okay. And then
Legion was a good hit. I hear. I came back in for Legion for a tiny bit, but
it was, I liked the interaction that you had with Legion, but then they came out with BFA, and it was because they had to grind the shit out of everything, and staying ahead of the curve was so hard. But I'll like to say this: I played the game so much that my slash played time was 2 years and 11 months. Yeah, for real. I literally was playing the game. If I just wanted to, you know what? I've known so many people that said that about, well, World of Warcraft causing them to get a divorce. Multiple people, because we were so addicted to the game, so addicted.
Mhm.
And I'm glad I quit
I
because
broke
it was
up with
just
my high school sweetheart for a while. I was with her for like 4 years.
I have
Get outta
the
here. I'm doing a raid.
I have the special Phoenix and the special Dragon for getting all the mounts, because I literally between spending money and playing the game, I literally had everything. My AOTC was crazy.
You want to hear the craziest story? You know the mounts that you can get by scratching like the playing cards? Like there's a special playing. There was a dragon mount, the modeled Drake.
Yeah.
I really wanted it, and I was like trying to find one on eBay. It was like $400, $500 to get it. And I went to the local card store and I bought 3 packs, and I got it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's super cool. Did you ever get the one that was on the bag of Cheetos?
No.
That one was cool too.
Yeah. I just recently, God, there's so many mounts in Final Fantasy. I just recently got a badass one that you need to finish a bunch of in-game content for. There was like 1 in 100 chance of getting this mount, and you had to get 7 of them. And then when you get all 7, there's a mount that you get for that, and I just got it. You play so late. Yo, what's up? I know. I'm about to get on right now. I think I'm going to get on right now, y'all. I'm going to get on. My poor clan hasn't seen me in weeks.
All right. We forgive you.
All right. Well, I love you, Jace.
Love you,
You need to send me a Chansey drawing.
Chansey? Okay.
Yeah.
Elalan, Galarian.
Just a good old fashioned
Oh,
Chansey.
the original Chansey?
Yeah. That was my favorite when I was a kid.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Oh yeah.
All right. Peace out.
All right. Literally played for 12 hours last night. Yeah. Yeah, and make it shiny. Thank you. A shiny Charizard would be badass. Black Charizard. Shiny Mewtwo's badass too. Like green Mewtwo. All right. Guys, I hate to say it, y'all. Anyway. Are we finally playing Pokemon Go? No. All right. I am going to I'm probably just going to stream my gaming in Discord. If you guys want to hang out and watch me game. I would play movies too, but I need to be able to talk to my friends. So I'm not going to. I'm going to stream my gameplay in Discord. I don't know. Maybe on TikTok too. If you want me to, I can do it on my alt account. Does anyone want to watch me play Final Fantasy? Yeah. I can stream it. I can stream it on my alt. Guys, don't forget to join my Discord. My alt account is dark_pickles. Let me jump in the box real quick, and you guys can follow me. But I will be live on there. I'm gonna be cooking pork chops and playing Final Fantasy. There we go. This is my alt account. Give it a follow. We are going to play Final Fantasy, and then probably after that, maybe watch the movies. So I'll see y'all there. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Smoochies chat.